guys. Hi, Ash. Thank you so much for the sub. That's wow, fucking 20 months. That's almost 2 years, Jesus. And thank you so much for the gift sub to Zephyr Nicer. That's so sweet of you, Ash. That's so sweet. This is kind of an impromptu stream. Not really. I was planning on streaming all day. It just feels a bit like I've been doing art all day and now I'm playing Minecraft, and that just kind of, it feels a little bit off. And if you see my post on Twitter, I have alcohol. So it's gonna be a good day. I've had a cider sat, just in my fridge for a couple of weeks now. And I just wanted to drink it. I'm home alone this weekend. I'm currently on the hardcore world. I'm trying to gather all the materials that I need for the farm that we're gonna build. You had your numbers mixed up. You thought a year was 9 months for a second there. No, no, a year is 12. And you're almost at 24. So holy fucking shit. But yeah, today has been a day. I was dog sitting most of this week for my cousin and her family, because they were away. I can't remember if I was taking care of their dog for a week or for 2 weeks. I could not tell you. It's everything just kind of blurs together. I think it was just a week, because I know last time I streamed, their dog was round. So I'm assuming that the same is true. I'm trying right now. What we're dealing with right now, what we're going to be doing today, is I want to make a sugarcane farm, another one, a bigger one, right next to the creeper farm. And I'm hoping I'll be able to get it to work whilst we're in the crow nest. Because the one that I'm doing, it's the same design that I built on challenges, but I don't think I ever showed you guys what I did it on challenges. It makes our biz open. Yeah, you should put something in chat about that. It is literally, I forgot about it, opened it as soon as I went live, and forgot about it again. But it is there. Yeah, get your daily draw 66. Holy shit. I'm keeping to my I'm gonna try and stream at least once a week rule. Because I'm just finding a lot more comfort streaming when I'm home alone, and that typically happens on the weekends. I could have streamed yesterday. I will say that. I could have. But I was really in the zone. I was really in the zone. I've been super inspired recently. And I've been doing a lot of art stuff. I woke up this morning with a character concept in my head. And I have aphantasia. I can't visually see shit. So that was a pretty big deal for me. That, like, I had a full-on character design, and I spent all morning drawing it. Showed my friend Mars Marzaki, because it's a character we've both been making. And then promptly started working on another art thing that is a continuation of what I was working on yesterday, which I can't talk about. But yeah, I've just been flowing with my art recently, and I haven't really wanted to disrupt that in any way. So I could have streamed yesterday, decided not to because I wanted to focus on my art stuff. Could have done the same thing today, but I really wanna take advantage of the time I have when I'm home alone before I start like doing streams again with people in the house, because I am gonna do it eventually. Like, I'm sure there'll be some server that I'm on which I want to stream a lot, and I'll have to do that when people are in my house, or there'll be some event that I want to do. Because I don't have a problem with streaming when people are in my house, it's just like a little bit more things. Meaning to ask if you've got, are your commissions still open? They technically never closed. I went on my break and I kind of stopped advertising them because I was like, I wanted a break from everything, but I also didn't want to close my commission, so I just stopped advertising them. But they haven't closed since I opened them, technically. So my answer is yes, they are open. If you want to commission me, I think the thing says to message me on Twitter about it if you don't have open DMs with me. Ash, you can get pretty privileged. You can DM me if you want, Ash. I don't think we have DMs open with each other already. But I feel like I recognize you well enough that I don't mind you being in my Discord DMs. Oh, I hear an Enderman teleporting around. I'm gonna go into the game because I have just been casually playing while chatting, and I feel like this would be more entertaining if you guys can see. Lived in middle of nowhere, and that's how the story goes. I'm currently trying to make a shit ton of pistons. And I had to go mining for cobblestone because I actually ran out of cobblestone. Well, I didn't run out of cobblestone. I still got a lot in here, but that wouldn't have been enough. So I had to go mining for cobblestone. And the main thing other than the cobblestone that I'm missing. Okay, we need one more for that. Wait, what am I missing? Oh, redstone probably. I'm running low on a couple of supplies, which isn't great. That's actually more pistons than I needed. But at least I have them now. We need moss blocks, but I do not have. I have 2, so we're gonna use them to terraform the area of the farms because I want to flatten that space out anyway. So we're just going to go ham over there and try and get like it's a stack and a half of moss that I need. And then the main thing that we are missing aside from that is glass. So let me reorganize my chests real quick. Thank you for the hydrate, Ash. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that you know that your hydrates today are making me an alcoholic. It's very tasty. I've got a wild berry cider. It's pretty good. It's a different brand than what I usually have, but I tried their peach cider because Chris Chilzo recommended it to me. And I was like, this is pretty good, actually. I bought all 3 of their flavors because they had a sale going on, and I was like, ooh, buy 3, get discount? Hell yeah. And I drank 2 of them when I had Charlie Swarm over a few weeks ago. I actually need this because I need to make some torches. Just make all of those. We're gonna run downstairs quickly because I did just tunnel under my house to get all that cobblestone, and I want to make sure that this doesn't get completely filled up with monsters. As you can see, I blocked it off. I do kind of need to go into the skeleton spawner because I do need just that you'll drink responsibly. I'm always very responsible. You don't gotta worry about me with that shit. I always drink responsibly. I always drink in the comfort of my own home. I think I've had like 2 different occasions where I've drunk outside. Nothing wrong with it. I just have like a minor aversion to alcohol. I have an aversion to drunkenness. So I've never gotten drunk before. Oh, hi, sir. Nice to see you. Just gonna put this on just in case. Have a nice day. But those are over there now, and I'll put the rest of these in here, because I should honestly keep a bunch of torches on me at all times. These are the redstone chests. I've already filled that one in. I'm basing this off of iCraftMC's tutorial on YouTube. Again, I said earlier, I followed this for the challenges sugarcane farm that I made. It also does bamboo, which is going to be great for anything that involves scaffolding, which, seeing as everything kind of wants a crow's nest, is probably going to be a lot of stuff. But we'll get to that in a bit. I need to grab the sugarcane from outside, and I need a daylight sensor. How do I make a daylight sensor? Quartz, glass, and wooden slabs. Okay, do I have any? I do. It says there's only 1. I feel like in the design... In the design, it feels like there's more. And same with the observer, so I might actually get, I might get 2 of these, and then I might make another observer quickly. I need quartz, that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Get 2 Cobblestone's in my inventory. Actually, I only have 2 bits of cobblestone in my inventory. There we go. Did you know that in Minecraft 1.24 you can hatch lease to boats? I have seen. I watch Hermitcraft. That's where all of my knowledge about anything ever comes from. And I have seen that. I have seen that in the most recent, maybe not most recent, now that I think about it, but in one of the recent Hermitcraft videos, they were all messing about with boat leads. I remember specifically, I think it was Pearl, doing some stuff. So that was very, very fun to watch. Very useful as well for carting villages around. I really want to update this world to that version, but I physically can't. Like, I don't, all of the mods that I use are not updated yet, so I actually can't update this file yet. Which is very upsetting. Not all of them are, like, needed. Everything I use on this, everything I use on this world is client-side, so I could play without it, but do I really want to when mods are just so nice and easy? That's the real question. That's what we really have to wonder. Do I really want to? Okay, we've got that glass melting, which will probably leave to smelt for a bit. Which could have been helpful when moving those 2 cats in Creeper. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I had like the knowledge of that. I was like, oh, life would be so great if only we had that. Hopefully by the time I decide to do villager stuff, once I've moved to the Mushroom Islands, by the time I decide to do villager stuff there, I am very much hoping that I will have been able to update to the most recent version of the game. If not, we'll just have to deal. This is going to take a while to smelt, so while that's going, I actually want to head downstairs and I want to heal my silky smooth pick, because that seems important. Hello, sir. Having a nice day, are ya? Please don't take the job blocks. I don't think that's the Nether portal. I don't need that. I don't think Enderman can touch job blocks. I don't actually know if that's a thing or not. I'm not rightly sure. Delicious, delicious. Fun thing that's happened, every time I do a stream recently, I keep talking about Lego Monkey Kid. It's my special interest now. It's my hyperfixation. No one can stop me. It's gotten worse. It's gotten worse, and I'll tell you why it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse because I showed Mars Marzaki, and he was like, oh, "Okay, this is a show. It's cute." And then we got to season 4. And we both collectively lost our shit. So now we're both brain rotting it and we both keep bouncing it back at each other. My profile picture on Discord is now macaque and Mars is matching with Wukong. We're doing great. We're doing wonderfully. But the brain rot is there. And nothing can make it go away, unfortunately. Nothing can get rid of it. You can only pick up blocks like dirt, sand, and gravel. I'm pretty sure you're right. I feel like it would be extra annoying if they could pick up anything else. And then again, you can always just turn off Enderman griefing in world data, so. I forgot I had a mod that shows me health bars. It's in like the top corner, so you guys can't see it. I'm tempted, I'm contemplating doing away with the border that I have. I just think it looked better when it was pink and blue, but I don't want to go back to the pink and blue because that's not my brand anymore. Like it's remaining on Toshi and that's like about it. So might do that. I mean, that being said, I have a plan to just completely redo my starting soon screen again, even though I just finished that a couple of months ago. I just think I could do better. I've been doing a lot of background work recently. And I've been using Minecraft screenshots. Here's an art tip. Here's an art tip, guys, for anybody who's interested in art. Characters and stuff, there's so many resources online of references for people. Just figure drawing from life is the best thing to do. Backgrounds are a little bit more difficult, especially if you want something specific. If If you want something just for practice, you could probably pull a background from a TV show or like a cartoon or anime or something and just try to like draw that as faithfully as possible. If you want to be lazy about it, Minecraft and The Sims. And what I like to do, if you're doing like big environments, Minecraft is great because it simplifies things into blocky shapes, so it's a little bit easier to like, you can add in your own details and curvature where you want it. Sims is great though if you want to do like room design, because there's a lot more decoration options and you can get into the finer details with it. So I basically built my bedroom in The Sims with a lot of embellishments because my room isn't as cool as what I made it in The Sims. It's something that I've done like multiple times before, but only ever to like think about what I would want my room to look like. But this time I was doing it because I was like, okay, I want to make a new background that's a little bit more faithful to my room. It sacrifices the cool window that I have on my current screen. I was really happy with that animation, not gonna lie. But I think it will be worth it. I think it will be worth it. But I'm not starting work on that until I finish my current projects. So that's just gonna be a little thing in the background that you guys can think about, that you guys can know. I think it's cute. I think I'm cute sometimes. Doing turn around. Not just a figure of speech, you got me down on my knees. It's getting harder to breathe now. We only met each other just the other day. You and me got me feeling some type of way now. Head out to my house, we can let it out. Wow. Out. Wow. We can meddle about. Pig's almost healed. I don't think anything else really needs to be healed. Let's end them and pick up all blocks, but I doubt you would install it if it exists. Oh, there's definitely a mod that does that. There's definitely a mod that does that. And you're right, I wouldn't. It would be a nightmare as like a builder. I feel like that would be the biggest nightmare of anything ever in the world. Just having like just imagine if like they could ruin so many things. They could pick up hoppers and completely destroy farms. Like, that sounds horrible. I would probably cry. Stop bouncing! Bouncy bitches. Ah! Oh my god, that guy shot me! Bitch! My god! I can't believe the audacity. They're so mean, guys. They're so mean to me. The skeletons which I'm murdering are so mean to me. Also, you might have noticed if you were here last stream, I've got a lot of rockets in my inventory. Hello, CC Monster. Thank you for the boob. Thank you. But yeah, I've got a lot of rockets in my inventory. I did some AFKing at the new creeper farm. I'll show you that when we head over to the farms area. Yeah, this is good enough. This is good enough for the pick. I don't want to do anything else to it. I'm lazy. We can openly admit that I'm just a little bit lazy. It's fine. Let's get to the surface. I need to make a more efficient way in and out of this place, but the only thing I can think of is bubble elevators, but I'm gonna be leaving this area eventually, so I'm not really that into putting too much more effort into it. This is very much, oh, they left a dirt block. How kind of them. How kind of that fucker. Alright. See how the glass is doing. I need more than this. Yeah, I need 2 more stacks. Is it as good as the tutorial said it was? Thank you so much for another gift sub, Ash. Thank you. Good as the tutorial said it was? What tutorial? I lost the plot. Please, I lost the plot, Ash. I lost the plot. I forgot what I was talking about. And I don't remember what you're referencing. My brain, it's gone. It's left me. I need to find a desert. I do have these areas over here, which actually is a lot closer, so we're gonna go over here. Because I don't want to have to go looking for a massive... The creeper farm. Ah, yes! The creeper farm, it's one that I built before, so I'm not very afraid. It's just a lot of moving parts. The way that it works is in there's one observer that will... it's different from the one I built over there, because that one I built without a tutorial. I used many observers on that so that any piece of sugarcane that grew in front of it would do stuff. This one uses an observer and a daylight sensor, so instead of calculating based on like how much the sugarcane has grown, I think it does it based on the like time of day. So theoretically, if you're not sleeping, it should have like a more rapid output because it will also do stuff when the sugarcane is only at like too high, which feels like less, but I think that's how this one works. I edited it on the challenges SMP because I built my sugarcane farm underground because I hadn't watched the tutorial. So in that, I just kind of hooked up observers in a silly way to ensure that it would still work, and then did it on multiple layers so that I'd have a little bit more effectiveness. Okay. In the atmosphere. But it shouldn't be too difficult. Don't take me away. But it worked very well on challenges, if that's what you're asking. I hope that is. I'm getting confused. What I'm kind of dreading is I'm gonna end up having to remake this iron farm because realistically, this is too far away if I'm gonna be living over here. That's the whole reason I've moved. I'm putting the farm district up here is because I'm gonna be living like here and have like my villager stuff here. So that will be a nightmare. Yeah, it'll just be a nightmare. So I probably will end up decimating this village and building a new iron farm on top of its corpse. Because there are villagers here. I saved them. They're all in their buildings. There's gotta be at least, like, how many do I even need? It's 3. I need 3 per cube. So that's 12. And this one can just stay here. I'm just gonna completely abandon this area. Really fun to build. I think we built this iron farm on stream and it was a nightmare. Or maybe I didn't. I don't remember quite. It's not super bad. I've seen way more complicated iron farms. The annoying thing about this is how it relies on entities, which all iron farms do because you need villagers, but this one in particular, because there are 12 villagers involved and there's also a zombie in each of these cubicles. I actually can't see the guys in here. Somehow they died! Somehow this guy, even though he's in a boat, somehow he killed them. Oh wow. That shouldn't have happened. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Good to know. Oh god, that's gonna ruin that hole even more. Well, it's fine. That thing. Well, I guess, yeah, I really need to rebuild this then because it's actually broken. As far as I'm aware, it's still been working though. That being said, oh yeah, you're just walking around because the boat broke now. Okay, that's fine. I mean, that being said though, I haven't seen an iron golem spawn in a while. Yeah, you guys are all still there. Or at least, no, there's definitely 3 of you. What about this side? Don't see you guys either. Huh. Concerning. Well, I guess a lot of the villagers have disappeared here, so that just gives me extra reason to rebuild it. I do have plenty of iron, in the cave though, so it shouldn't really be that big of a deal. And this means that when I rebuild it, hopefully we'll be in the newer version and I can put in auto crafters. blame Warren for it breaking. That's what I do whenever something doesn't work. Really? That's so funny. Oh my god. But yeah, as you can see, we have plenty of iron in here. So I don't think we're gonna need any for quite a while, but that is still mildly annoying that the one that I use has broken. That just means even more reason to rebuild it. But I should be able to last for a while before I have to do that. So that's on the back burner. And I need a total of 2 more stacks of this. So let's do that. And then this. And then give you the 10, give you 11, give you those. And the rest of this sand will go in a box until I need it again, which will probably happen rather soon. Yeah, so now I just gotta let that go, which is gonna take a while. And I can't go show you the place until we have that done, because this won't smell if I'm not in the chunks. So we gotta wait. I guess while we're here, we might as well do the crops. We can check the chickens. I haven't been over here in a while, so I'm not expecting a lot. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of feathers. That's good. Birthday. Lot of feathers. Okay, let's do this. We'll do the crops. Eventually, I'll probably make an automated farm, because I know those definitely exist. Part of me is like, maybe I should get the replanting crops mod, because then I can just hit them and they'll replace automatically, but that also feels like a little bit of a cop-out. Like you. Remember you having trouble with the chicken farm? It's just the chickens. They kept escaping or dying, and it was very annoying. It was very annoying. Oh my god, hi Lizzie. Hi bestie, how are you doing? Are you having a good day? I hope you're having a good day. Moves along, she screams tonight. I wanna be like you, dancing in the light. Get the abuse. The crown, no one will never know. Girl in blue is all alone. Oh, alone. Oh, all alone. Your groceries today with your adult money? Look at you and your adult money. I'm so proud of you. Lizzie, we need to hang out. I miss you. I miss you, Lizzie. We keep just sending each other TikToks. I miss you, Lizzie. Just wanted to be someone, the reason to carry on. Swears a day to find, way to stay alive. Tonight I wanna be like you. Should've done carrots first. This is not easy to spam click. We'll ever know. Yeah, how so you've been busy? It's okay. It's okay. Whenever you're free though, if you just want a moment to chill or rant about your job, we can hang out. We can hang out, Lizzie. I miss you, Lizzie. Aw, it's okay, bestie. Jobs are stressful. Jobs are stressful. I need to get a job at some point. And like I'm in like a weird limbo, because I'm 21. I am hyper aware of the fact that I'm going to turn 22 next year, and every day is just a mark bench closer to that. And there's like kind of a thing about people getting their shit together in their 20s. I don't think that's true or makes sense for the current like ecological, that's not the right word, ecological climate. Like this economy just ain't it, chief. Like, I'm sorry, this economy ain't it. So I'm not too worried about like, well, I wouldn't be too worried about having my shit together if there wasn't like the slightest bit of pressure. It's mainly from like extended family. You know, when you go to like when you have Christmas, or you randomly see like a relative that you don't see very often, and you're just kind of bombarded with all these questions about your life, and they're generic questions that are meant to be like harmless and unassuming, but they do a lot more damage than they really should. Like my relatives will always ask, oh, you got a job, or how's work, and I'm like, I don't have a job anymore, I quit that. Because I hear all this shit from my dad, and I'm just kind of like, hi. My dad's very chill though. Did you get the wife yet? How about kids? Oh my god. See, my sister's just had a baby, and I'm so incredibly happy for her and proud of her. I'm fucking dreading. It hasn't happened yet. My relatives never, like, I think it's one of those things of, you know, when you're a kid, your family isn't going to ask you if you've got like a significant other yet. And I think because I've never talked about one before, given I've only had one before, I don't, they just don't have like a reason to ask me that sort of thing. But now my sister has a baby and a partner, and it's just like, I feel like they're gonna ask me at some point, like, oh, do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a something? And I'm gonna be like, no, and I don't want one. And they're gonna be like, oh, do you want, one day you'll have a baby? It's like, no, I won't. And my dad and sister are very much like, yeah, we can both just kind of tell, like, the family line is ending with my sister, because, well, not ending with my sister, but it's gonna continue on through my sister, because they know me well enough that they're like, she is not gonna get any game. This bitch is bitchless. Lie about having a life, you can use me. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I've got this really cool partner, their name is Lizzie. I'm just gonna lie and tell my family that we're dating, Lizzie, and they'll never know you, so it'll just, they won't be able to question it. I feel like that's what some of my family thinks about me and Mars, because I don't think it's a heteronormative thing to visit another country for a person you met on the internet, but me and Mars are just, we're very sibling coded, but nobody's asking. Like, the only person who knows about Mars is my aunt, who went on the trip with me, who is well aware of our very sibling coding relationship, and the only other person who asks about that trip now is like my dad, and he just refers to Mars as the Finnish lad. So I'm like, I don't know if you think there's something going on, or if you're just like, oh, my daughter has a friend in Finland. I can't tell what he's thinking, and I'm not gonna ask, and he's not gonna say anything. So it's a very awkward situation. So I'm sorry I reminded you about the passage of time, Ash. It's always on my mind, and I'm deathly afraid of it. But I was watching a Overly Sarcastic Productions, I've been watching their Tears of the Kingdom playthrough, or like streams, because I was watching their podcast talking about the story and world building of Tears of the Kingdom compared to Breath of the Wild, which is a very interesting video. If you want to see it, look up Overly Sarcastic Productions Detailed Diatribe, and it's I think it's the Lost Sky one. I think that's what it's called. Very good video. It's like an hour or something long. Okay, I think these are all the things I need. Very good video. Been enjoying it. I get all of my writing advice from Overly Sarcastic Productions. Specifically Red, because she does the Trope Talk videos. I enjoy history, but I haven't watched one of Blue's videos like ever. It is really good. It's so good. I haven't actually played Tis the Kingdom, and I have Breath of the Wild. It's the first game I got on the Switch. Haven't beaten it. The problem is I will play it for like a day and have a really good time with it, and then I'll put it down. And then I will not pick it up for like a year. And by the time I pick it up, I will have completely forgotten how you play it. Which ain't great. It's not good. Yeah, they're so good. I've unfortunately, because I've been watching those videos, I've been completely spoiled for both of those games. I've always had an interest in Legend of Zelda. I really want to play Twilight Princess because I like the aesthetic of that game. I'm not sure I don't have as good a memory off the top of my head for it to be able to talk about it from like a story narrative perspective, but I really, really like the Twyla, and I really like the Zelda design. Like Brownhead Zelda, I had Super Smash Bros as a kid, so Brownhead Zelda is my shit. She is me. She is my Zelda. That is me, queen. That is me. And it's got like that like edgy early 2000s energy to it, whereas like Skyward Sword was very like Studio Ghibli, Castle in the Sky, kind of wholesome energy. Then you've got like Twilight Princess feels kind of dark and edgy. It feels like the Twilight Saga, but in Legend of Zelda. And open world games, they're like sort of my shit, but then also sort of not. I get very overwhelmed when I don't have like a concrete goal of what to do. Also, let me show you guys. Creeper Farm a bit last time. I upgraded the nest a little bit. It's got glass windows and some doors and a hatch to exit now. So it's a little bit more secure to be in. And then down here is all the gunpowder I got. This was basically from like 12 hours of sitting in the crow's nest. Just kind of doing stuff. I do need to remove these trees and different things. The problem is the torches I've put down will get moved about, so I'm a little hesitant. But we'll get rid of this tree. And then I'm thinking, you know, we don't really need to like plan everything. My goal was gonna be to like do that mountain, which I think we still will do. But I don't know if the moss is going to be effective on stuff which has grass on it, so I might need to mow the lawn. Burn it all, commit arson. I unfortunately don't have the means to commit arson on me at this very moment. But we'll definitely do something. It would be easier putting the farm over this side, I think. So I think we'll do that, but I think we will also still grab the bone meal and put that over here. We'll see how this goes with destroying this mountain. Sorry guys, no arson today. We can make it a goal at some point to just decimate this fucking jungle, because I kind of hate jungle biomes in Minecraft. But the grass is just a bit too vibrant. It's just not my aesthetic, you know? This is not going to disturb the torches, so this will be fine. Yeah, it isn't getting anything that already has grass on it. And when I said decimate the thing, I meant this is going to just give me different blocks to decimate than what I was going to initially. Which is, you know, a little helpful. It's mildly helpful. It's a bit of an inconvenience, but, you know, it works. But yeah, I really like the concept of Legend of Zelda, and especially Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, because what the Detailed Diatribe is specifically about, or like the first half of it, it's mainly about Tears of the Kingdom, but it also goes into the design of Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild is 100 years ago you failed to stop Calamity Ganon, and you've been resurrected, and you've been given a second chance thanks to like Sheikah technology. And the world is very like high fantasy, post-apocalyptic. There's very little people except on the edges of the map. Everything in between that is like a stable or the very rare traveler, because most people who travel get murdered by the monsters that the Calamity has brought up. And Tears of the Kingdom takes place 5 years after the Calamity has been resolved. Like, Link succeeded, everything is good, 5 years, and this gloom thing has started showing up, so Link and Zelda look under the castle for it. Zelda gets hit into the past because time magic, and then Link is left on the surface with a new crisis to deal with, because that is what he's good at. That is what he is good for. That is what you need a twink for, is to resolve a crisis. And they get that loneliness that Breath of the Wild had by introducing the Sky Islands, this lost civilization that you have there are no answers about the Zonai and like their people. And even in the past where Zelda is, only 2 of them remain, and it's like all of these unanswered questions that the game purposely doesn't answer. It's like the FNAF thing of, because people didn't really know what was going on, it led them to theorize, and that was so much more like interesting than being given the answers up front. Like sometimes a lack of concrete proof or understanding of a thing can lead to more enjoyment of it. And that's what Breath of the Wild, no, that's what Tears of the Kingdom does with the Zonai, and it's very interesting, and it gives me so many ideas, and inspiration, and I just Mars has been trying to convince me that I'm good at writing, and I've never really believed him, because I haven't technically started, like, been writing since this year. Like, I've talked about it before, I had this, like, Mithril AU that I was writing stuff for that was very self-indulgent. I started writing it when I was having a crisis, so it was a little bit weird. And I didn't share it to a lot of people because I was a little bit embarrassed about it. But the people really liked it. Well, a few people who I showed it really liked it. And I've written a couple things since then. Most of my writing before that has been like, oh, Mithril, we want to do this and that and this, but because it's all like stream and improv, I don't write everything out. Like, I've written fanfics for Mithril before, like not alt universe stuff. Like, there's a couple of Artemis fanfics that I've written which are canon to the series. Like, there's this one of Artemis and Apollo baking before, like back in Arc 1 that I wrote, and Elle made that canon as like an off-screen event that has been referenced in their lore streams, which is really cute, and I'm glad Elle liked it so much. It really made me happy. I think that there's been a couple others that I've written, specifically like post-Mithril stuff with my character. I think I've written like 2 or 3. No, I've written 2. I've written 2 because one of them had me in it and one of them had Marzaki in it. And I'm just gonna say up front, those are written before we planned the finale, so their canonicity is up in the air because things have changed since then. Because I'm not gonna give you, just because I've mentioned character names doesn't mean things in the finale. Don't get it twisted. But it's a very fun and very interesting thing to do, and it's just. It's just kind of like, I've always kind of liked writing. I like reading a lot. I'm the fanfic girl. Everyone's heard me talk about a fanfic or something at one point or another. Because I just enjoy reading, but reading a book is such a commitment. And I say that like writing a book isn't a massive commitment, but then again, there's a reason I haven't fucking started writing a book before. Actually, that's kind of untrue. I was trying to write Mithril into a cohesive book, but I started with the like prequel, and I think that was a bad idea. Because as interesting as it is writing from Charlie Swarm's perspective and like fun, I feel like I could take Mithril's story and some of the members' characters in it and make an actual like proper book series of it. I would probably heavily change it though, just because the nature of it being a Minecraft SMP and people leaving sporadically just kind of leaves it to be like a lot of things that happened on the SMP would be better in a narrative format if they didn't. Like, if I was writing Mithril into a book, Cloudy would have stuck around probably, or either stuck around or just not been a character. Because I had a lot planned for Cloudy. Or like maybe Mars's character would have shown up earlier, or Rose's character, or who knows? I haven't really thought about it, honestly. I'm just spitballing right now. But yeah, I've been Mars has slowly been convincing me that I am actually good at writing. And that just makes me want to write more. And I just keep watching videos about like different shows and like narrative things that can happen and like what's interesting, what's good. One of the main things is payoff, and that's something that I've always been conscious of. Like, everything that I do in Mithril, Oh, sorry, the alcohol is making me burpy. Everything I do in Mithril, I want there to be some good payoff for it, some reason for it to happen, because if there isn't a reason for something to happen, then why did it happen? And that's like the whole reason why very rarely things get retconned. I think the only things that have been retconned, do I have a bed? I have a bed on me. Perfect. I think the only things that have been retconned on Mithril was there was a stream that Cersei and Jam did that was undercommunicated, and because of that I got way more I got way more moss than I needed. That's fine. Okay, I need to make this into some bone blocks. But there was a stream that Cersei and Jam did before Cersei was removed from the server. That just like, it was undercommunicated and it ended up like breaking a couple future things that were supposed to happen in lore. So you know, Jam decided that it would be better off if it wasn't canon, and I was like, sure, Bessie, no longer canon. There's not a catch-up for it. If there's not a catch-up for something, likelihood is it's been decanonized. And I think the only time that has ever happened has been with people who have only shown up in one stream and then like left the server. Or there's your one stream of Maddie. Yes, I forgot that was a thing. I think that one was like mildly important because it was for your character talking to, you know, a dead person and not understanding death fully. But yeah, I can't remember our reasoning for not doing it. I think it was just laziness at the end of the day. That and that and Maddie leaving. But yeah, things happen for a lot of reasons is what I'm saying. The specific one I wanted to get to that I remember off the top of my head is Izzy did a solo stream. I'm doing great, Evan. We're just talking about like writing and how I like writing, and now we're talking about payoff, and that led me to talk about Mithril. So there was this one specific stream that Izzy did. It was a solo stream with them and Nezrin, the god of destruction, who appeared when Artemis died. Because of some magic hijinks. They weren't actually there. They were an astral projection. But it was easier to not portray that fully in Minecraft. Like, I would have made them kind of transparent. If we had more mods, maybe I would have been able to accomplish that in-game and not with editing magic. I could not be bothered to use editing magic, so it's just established in conversation. So anytime that character appears, they are an astral projection because all the gods apart from Warren are locked in the godly realm because of Warren, and he's a dick. But that stream specifically, I made and edited that whole cinematic for it, which was really fun to do. I put a lot of effort into that. I gave it like the Witcher soundtrack because I knew Izzy loved that, which is I thought was a cute detail. But after Izzy left, we had to decanonize that stream. Mainly because, one, we wanted to reuse the sword, which we wouldn't be able to do with what it had turned into, really. And two, there just was no payoff anymore for it. Like, yeah, I guess that's the best way I can put it. So I like stuff where there is payoff. Another example in Mithril of there lacking payoff was end of Arc 1, Cloudy finds out that this guy, a part of Atmosphere, was her dad, and then, you know, we don't get to see any follow-up of that because Cloudy stepped out of streaming, which wasn't a planned thing. It just, like, gradually happened, and we were all just kind of like, yeah, it's okay. This is fine. Life happens sometimes, you know, but that entire plot point just kind of fell out, and honestly at this point we could probably retcon the existence of time travel out of the SMP, because that was the whole like logistic reason how that person from like 10,000 years ago was also Cloudy's father, but we just never bothered to fix it at that point. At one instance, I did have ideas to bring the like God of Time into things, but it just wouldn't make sense of anybody's characters. So we just kind of went, you know, the less gods we show, the better. Yeah, I miss Cloudy. I miss Panky. I miss so many people. I miss so many people who have been on the SMP, and then left. But it's just the nature of it, guys. Like, sometimes a lot of people started this during COVID when they had an abundance of time. And then once COVID was over, it was like, well, I've got to do my life now. Or some people did this when they were 16 and then they turn 18 and they're like, oh, I need to, you know, start doing other things with my life. And then you have me turning 22 next year, who is unemployed and doesn't have a life, which is where this all started from, was me talking about that and how I don't have a lot of pressure from my like dad or my sister to do stuff. They're very supportive. And they are of the opinion that I do need to get a job, but they're also of the opinion that I should focus on learning to drive first. Because they both know that I am a very anxious little guy. I drove to my sister's house for the first time yesterday, which was very scary for me. And I had a little bit of a shutdown when we got there, because my dad, he can be a little bit silly with how he does things. We're not a great combination when I'm stressed and he's frustrated. It's a very bad conversation. But you know, families are like that sometimes. It happens. We all have that. We all have that happen. But oh god, there's so many grass blocks and I don't want to waste them. Eat them! Eat them! Eat them! But yeah, that was a big moment for me, because I have my driving test at the end of the year and I'm very stressed about it. But yeah, at some point I need to do other things, and there'll probably be another disruption to streaming whenever that happens. But right now I'm doing things, I'm on my shovel, I don't want that to despawn. We're doing things very low stakes for my own sanity. And the more I enjoy things, the more hopefully you guys will enjoy things. Okay, this is messed up. This is why it's good I've got the in-inventory movement thing. I don't need any of these stuff. I don't care about it. Okay. You've been trapped in that ship for an awful long time. Like you have simply forgot what you said. You were the first people I follow on Twitch. Aww. Panky was one of the first, like, mutuals I made who I actually interacted with. Because I found Panky on TikTok initially, and then we started talking because of a karaoke stream that I did. And they could have joined Mithril, like, then, at that moment, but they chose not to, and then they joined, like, later when we had applications open. And it slowly moved into my management. Which was a cool little thing. But yeah, I miss them. They're not very easy to get in contact with nowadays, unfortunately, but that's another thing of just, you know, life gets different. Last time I talked to Panky, I think was like before Arc 3 last year, and they did mention that they wanted to get back into streaming, but also life is just a thing. Streamers is like, aw, it's so cute. Lizzie will make time for a real A. Well, because the main thing for the time travel in Mithril was it was implemented to explain how Stephen was Cloudy's dad, but also existed 10,000 years in the past. And their reason for traveling back to the valley, aside from that just being a thing that they did, it's kind of Assassin's Creed of their simulations into the past, but they'd actually, you know, fully went into the past with the time crux. He just old. But their reasoning for going back in the past for the valley specifically was they saw Charlie behind the barrier, but Charlie was also with them. They saw two Charlies at once, or they thought they saw another Charlie. And then that was kind of their motivation added. I think from Charlie's character perspective, it was probably like, was that another phoenix? How did we get in there? And then they went back in time to when it was last like documented that there wasn't a barrier there potentially, or like they went as far back as they could to try and figure out where like the barrier was put up and when it wasn't there. And then they landed where they needed to be. But honestly, without the Cloudy connection, which is mildly important in the books, but I feel like those parts could also be removed or rewritten. But without the Cloudy connection, and the fact that Charlie's an immortal phoenix, it could all also just work with them having been from 10,000 years ago. There's also the Moon connection, which is the secondary connection that I made with Moon's mother being Hilaria's sister. And having Moon learn about where her mother was through Hilaria's notes, which pointed to her being in the end and led to some rather dramatic stuff between Moon and Artemis before Moon left the server to pursue some other things. Thank you on Snapchat, that's funny. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, yeah, we need to actually get building this. Let me look through the tutorial. Actually, let's get rid of some of this grass. And then we'll look through the tutorial. Thank you, Ash, for the hydrate. I did just have a drink of my cider, but I will happily have another one. But for the mods, oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. That's very, very cute. You know, if I feel up for it tomorrow, this is just like going back to a Discord thing real quick. If I feel up to it tomorrow, and you'll find out in the morning if I feel up to it or not, we might watch the first Lego Monkey Kid pilot in the Discord tomorrow, because I do really want to watch that with everybody, and because I'm on my I'm on my fucking Monkey Kid era right now. I've been on my Monkey Kid era for fucking months, but I'm especially in my Monkey Kid era right now. We might watch the pilot tomorrow, which is a 40-minute special called A Hero Is Born. I am going to say, and I'm going to say this before we watch it, if we do watch it tomorrow as well, is that Lego Monkey Kid is best experienced by binge watching. It takes you about 7 hours to watch from A Hero Is Born to An Emperor's Wrath, which is the season 4 special. They do a fun thing where season 1 and 2, their specials are the start of the season, where 3 and 4, their specials are the end of the season, and season 5 does not have a special and is objectively the worst season, and I hate it. Yeah, 7 hours, no biggie. That's just for the first 4 seasons, and then there's season 5, which adds just over an hour. It's 10 episodes, which are 10 minutes, so that's 6, 20, 30, wait, 6, 10, 20, 30, 40. That's like an hour and 20, so that's about, round it out to about 9 hours with season 5 included. But honestly, you can watch it without season 5 and you'll have a better experience. Watch the first 4 seasons, let it digest, give it a day, and then watch season 5. I'm a season 5 hater, and I'm really hoping they pull it back in season 6. The season 5 of Like a Monkey Kid is its peak for the voice acting. The voice actor for Sun Wukong also voices Goku. Sean O'Con, I don't remember his last name. Sean, my man. He is so peak. He does a scream, which my heart. The voice acting in the entirety of the show is peak. Season 5 specifically has some really standout voice acting moments. It has Matt Mercer. The villains are terrible, poorly executed, one note. They try to redeem one of them when we barely see him and he's a dick for the entire show. It's not good. They kind of fumble everything that I wanted payoff from in season 4. And the animation studio changed. They changed from Flying Bark, who you probably, like, if you haven't heard of who Flying Bark are, they did the first 4 seasons of Lego Monkey Kid. The most recent Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, the most recent Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Sean Schimmel, that's his name. That's the bitch. I love him. They did the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They've done a couple animations for Cult of the Lamb, and they are making the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie. The one where it's with like adult Aang. I think that's what the premise is. I don't actually know the premise. I just know they're making that movie. So you know that they're good. You know that they're peak. They're amazing. They're awesome. Because of scheduling conflicts, and I'm putting this down to the LEGO Corporation being like, we need this new season in a year, and Flying Block being like, haha, no. They changed to Wildbrain, who are known for 3D CG animation, but this is a 2D show. So they're learning. Everyone on Twitter who I've seen who works for Wildbrain seems really passionate about being a part of LEGO Monkey Kid, and I'm excited to see them improve, but they're never gonna be as good. They're never gonna be as good. It all feels like disjointed and like it's just not there. It's just not there. Anyway, I'm gonna actually start building this thing. Okay, that's not what I needed. How many blocks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's do this. No way of knowing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But yeah, Sean Schimmel, mwah, mwah, amazing. Speaking of Avatar: The Last Airbender, MK, the main character of LEGO Monkey Kid, is voiced by the same person who voices Sokka, or Sokka, I can't pronounce his fucking name, from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Callum from Dragon Prince, which I've recently started watching, and it actually is really good. We haven't finished season 1 yet, so no spoilers, but I'm enjoying it so far. How long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Perfect! Okay. Wish you the worst. But yeah, as you can tell, I have opinions, but TLDR, LEGO Monkey Kid is best binge watch from season 1 to season 4, and then pick up season 5 whenever the fuck you want. Honestly, at this point, you might as well wait for next year until season 6 comes out, and then binge watch both of those two together, because I don't know if that'd be better or worse. It depends on how the writing goes. Because I have heard that there's been like, this isn't like a recent thing. This is from like the months old, probably a year old, Tears of the Kingdom streams that I've been watching recently, that there was like a writer's strike in like the show world a while ago. And I did hear something about specifically LEGO Monkey Kid writers getting a divorce from like the corporation. So that's kind of concerning. I don't want my baby to get bad, but there's so much good in my baby that, you know, I can deal with it. I can deal with it. Something I'm dying to say. It's because like they don't get paid enough, which is very, very fair. Like creatives in the industry constantly are getting taken advantage of for one reason or another, which is never good. It's never the source. Okay, I need to actually put this video off of the speed setting that I've got it on, because that's gonna fuck me up royally. Let's go to bed. We're doing the collection system now. And I hope I never ever see you again. Yeah, fuck you and all your friends. Let's get these. Da 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 da. Have you guys seen the stuff of the minecarts in the new snapshot of the game? Because it's actually insane. It's wild. They just go mad. They go mad with it. Because they added the game rule that lets you change how fast or slow a minecart goes. And I saw some people play about with it, and I just like, that's so cool! You can go zoom! They keep the momentum now! That's the best thing in any video game, is when they let you keep your momentum. That's like one of, that's like a really big thing with Sonic, is that, people keep getting pissed because the games won't give him any momentum when you are, like, in the air. You'll just drop like a sack of potatoes once you jump. Which ain't very cash money. Doesn't make any sense. Da 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 da. Okay. So this needs to go back this way. This time I got a bit frostbite. Let me see how this is working. Okay. This video lays things out in a little bit of an awkward way, because I'm definitely gonna need more rails in this, and I don't know if I have any more on me. But yeah, we need to get rid of these two. I'm really hoping that this works when I'm in the crow's nest, because otherwise I have to like rebuild it higher, and I just will not do that. So let's really hope. Let's really hope that this works. I'll put this here. The thing is, it will mess with redstone so much. The minecart specifically, no. Well, actually, yes. The minecarts, yes, because of how you can't stack them anymore. But it's a snapshot, so I'm thinking things are gonna change. Like, they're going to backpedal on that decision specifically, because them not doing that feels stupid. That's why they release snapshots like this early, is so they can get user feedback. And I've seen Mumbo's video about it, so I have hope from that they're actually gonna do, you know, a good thing and get rid of that particular bit. Let me see. Okay. That's actually free. What's it do? What's it do? This might give me enough rails to actually finish things off, now that I think about it. Yourself on fire. Oh, that didn't work. There. Don't mind me fucking up my rails. Thank you for coming over. What do you want? Ooh, dripstone isn't bad. Half a fish also isn't bad, but I don't really have any stuff for you on me right now. Sorry, you can go. Brian Wilson. And I said, crazy equals genius. Oh, and then we put 2 more of these in, which will give us a bunch more rails, which should hopefully be enough to finish. Need to get out pickaxe. Yourself on fire. Not what I wanted to do. No, no. Hello, Burger. Are you gonna be? Well, you have shit to settle. Hi, Ma. Hi, Mars. I love you. You sent me a TikTok. I'm gonna watch it right now live on stream. Just for you. Wait, stream can't hear that. I wish they could. Wait, do I have that as a source that I can let them hear? I don't think so. I think you're safe, Marzaki. I think you're safe. Oh, Mars, I love you. That made me cry. Does the queen have that gat? I wonder. She actually knows she's dead. Hi, Bugger. How you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. The energy in the studio is immaculate. Mars, I'm drinking. It's playing again. Stop. Stop. Okay, wait. I need to focus. I need to fucking focus. Okay. I'm gonna need to take my fucking hoodie off because this is. I get very toasty when I drink alcohol. Makes me curious about what this TikTok is. I won't show you what it is. I don't know. How long have I been live? I've been live an hour. I don't know. I at least until I finish this farm. I came here with that goal in mind, so I've got to at least do that, Mars. I've got to at least do that. Okay. Burn. So fair. Yeah. Fine. Yeah, I mean, I've just started the farm because I spent too long gathering materials. But from how I remember doing this before, it really shouldn't take me that long. So, oh wow, that's fun. Last time I did this, I had to, oh wait, no, I do have to do that. We have to do this. And then this is why we have a lever. A lever. So we can do that. There we go. Okay. And then get the video to go through that. This video is weird because it gives you like an overshot of what things should look like, and then it goes back in time to the guy doing those things. So a little bit silly, a little bit inefficient. Not very demure, not very mindful. We can deal with that. Where does that come from? I keep seeing the Mulan clip. But I don't really know what that means. A phantom of its sofas, lavish mansions, vintage wine. I am so much more than royal. Chain that meets your eyes. If it feels good, tastes good, it must be mine. Always get remembered. Ooh, actually, they do this better than I did it. Because what they do is that. And then they put it on. Oh, that still just does not work. No, okay. Never mind. I don't know how they did it in the video. Probably a different version that allowed it. I'll allow it. One of the things of me dog sitting for a week is my aunt and uncle went on a road trip to Germany because my family's part German and they're on the German side and they're very, very connected with the German roots, I will say. Which is very fun. Very mindful, very demure. I think that's just gonna be a thing now. I mean, it is a thing. It's a thing on TikTok, but you know what I mean. It's a thing. It's cute. But because of that, they know a lot of like different German foods and stuff, and they enjoy them. And my dad also enjoys them because he's also part German. So they come back with just an entire crate of German beer for my dad. And I don't like beer. I don't drink beer. I am tempted to try one. Always me later. Aw, night, Mazuki. I love you. I love you. Wait. I love you. I messaged him on Discord. I'm letting him know that he's loved. and he will probably respond with ew. And if he does chat, you owe me a sub. You don't actually, but it would be funny. For the bit, for the meme. It's so bad. I don't think he's going to respond. I think he's, oh my god, Chris Chilzo! And it was a year of date. Oh no. Oh no, that's probably not healthy. But no, I don't like how beer tastes. I don't get the hype. I don't even know if there is a hype. I just know a lot of like white men like beer. And that's just kind of a thing now. Okay. Oh, this is the bit where fancy stuff happens. Okay, wait. I need to focus. Beer is okay, nothing special. Yeah, and I'm not here for stuff that isn't special. I like me a fruity drink. I like me a cider. Chris Chills, I was just saying earlier how I tried that peach cider that you told me about, and I liked it a lot. I don't have it right now. I have a different one, but I tried it and I liked it a lot. It was very, very good. Be nice, but I've ditched them for cider nowadays. Yeah, cider's just nice. It's just fruity. I like daiquiris. Daiquiris are quite nice. I like a sucks on the beach. I had that whilst waiting in line to go to an I don't know how, but they found me concert. Just me and Charlie chugging it. The passion fruit Koppenberg. Passion fruit Koppenberg. Okay, no, that one I haven't found. I thought you told me about a peach one, and I found it wasn't Koppenberg, it was Rottenberg actually, now that I think about it. I think I got confused, but now I need to find that one because I really want to try that one. Because how can I not want to try a Chris Chilzer recommendation? Okay, and then I need how I had the peach one. The peach one is really nice. I bought all three flavors of Rottenberg that Waitrose offered because I don't usually get it. I'm usually a Koppenberg gal, and all three were good. I have Wildberry right now. I also tried Blackcurrant and Peach. Peach is probably my favorite. Out of all of them, they might also do a lime one. I don't remember, but I'm assuming it tastes like Koppenberg. When I try to leave, you got another one up your sleeve. Actually, whilst you're here, Chris Chilzo, I'm gonna poke you. I'm gonna Facebook poke you. I've never used Facebook in my life. I'm gonna Facebook poke you about the Warriors channel in the Mithril Discord because nobody. I had to poke Charlie this morning to respond to it because nobody looked at it. I you, yeah. If you could look at that would be lovely. Thank you. Will's hair, thank you. Thank you. I don't like bugging people, but thank you. Okay, what else do I have to do for this? This farm, which I need to finish. Okay, I need redstone dust. Shake me to the core of reality. And so I need to put something on here. Yours to hold. Okay, and then we need to put that there. And then you can put the hopper minecart on and it'll empty itself and then it will do stuff. Okay, cute. So how does it go about doing this? Okay, you put the thing on top of all of the rails. Okay. It is time for me to dump my inventory and grab other things. I'm gonna just put all of this away. Take those. There we go. I should probably sleep as well. I think I'll only need that much bamboo. Not bamboo. See, I forgot. It's okay. I kind of thought that had happened. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. I just want to. I'm about to kill you, bitches. Get out of here. You're not mindful of the Demure. Get out of here. Sir, you can leave or you can live. You can leave and live or you can die. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. What a kind gentleman. He's very mindful, not very... What did I say? He wasn't very mindful. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's just get this done. Let's actually focus on what I'm meant to be doing. Burning up, oh my. Oh my. Let me see. Okay, and then they get the middle bit. And then, okay. Oh my. Tingling. The smoke clears when you're... You fully expect that to happen? Yeah, it's a predictable streamer moment. Predictable streamer moments are predictable, but you see, they're still kind of funny. So you gotta give me something. You gotta give me something. I forgot to take off this hoodie, and I need to because I can feel myself sweating. I can feel myself sweating, and that is not mindful or cutesy or demure. I don't know why I keep saying it because I just now it's in my head. Now it's in my head and it's gonna live there rent free. I can't hear the music and that's not very cute. The music. Okay, there. I'm sweaty, but I'm free. And I'm in my cute koala pajamas that my sister got me for Christmas. And I am actually very cutesy. I am like a toddler. What demure means, I also don't know. It's very cutesy and very mindful. I know. Let's be educational, chat. Let's look up what demure means. It's a fancy synonym. Revered, modest, and shy, typically used of a young woman. A demure young lady. Giving a modest appearance. So it basically just means like reserved or modest. I read reserved wrong the first time because I'm dyslexic, but now I've read it correct this time. So that's what matters. That is what matters. But it just means modest. My only context for it being used ever has been Mulan. I've said that already, but Mulan is a good movie, not the live action one. The live action one pisses me off for the sole reason that they went, we can't have a badass woman who worked really hard to become like a soldier through her own grit and determination. No, we have to make this like a magic chi thing. And I'm like, bestie, I don't think that's how chi works. Did you get Chinese people to help you write this? I don't know if that's correct. I know if that's correct. I like Mulan. I like the animated Mulan a lot. Live action Mulan, I've only seen like the first bit of it and I've heard very negative reviews about it. I'm just like a very I'm very anti live action Disney. Because aside from Maleficent, where they do something new with the concept of Sleeping Beauty, they make something new of it. It's not just a Tale as Old as Time. It's not just the same thing that you get in the animated movie, but worse because it's live acted. It does something unique with it, and so I appreciate it for that. But all the other ones have left a lot to be desired to me. Action Disney takes away Sparkle of the Soul thing they're based on. Yeah, like Disney has a couple good live action movies, but they're usually original concepts. Like a lot of people, okay, technically not original concept. A lot of people like Disney's Descendants. I like Disney's Descendants, but it's also incredibly flawed. And I think the new one, people like that one a lot. I haven't watched it. I'm just aware that the main premise is time travel. And I don't like that. And also Chloe's wig keeps changing. They don't have a lot of budget. But I feel like if Disney put more effort into live action stuff, which was original or parodying their old stuff, like the Maleficent movie, then they could do a lot better work. I hear they're doing a Lilo and Stitch and also Moana in like live format, also Sleeping Beauty, not Sleeping Beauty, Snow White. Not hopeful for any of them. Haven't seen the live action Little Mermaid. Seen the fish. Hated the fish. Didn't watch it because of the fish. Heard good things about Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean. I forgot that was Disney. I forgot that was Disney. Pirates of the Caribbean is good. Pirates of the Caribbean is good. I don't know how I feel about the newest one. I'm not a big fan of Pirates of the Caribbean, but it is very good. It is very good. And like Marvel is Disney now, didn't start off as Disney, but it is Disney now. Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean is very good. I don't think I've ever dedicated time to sit down and watch all of them, or all of like the big ones, like the first four, like Chilzo says. I don't think I've ever dedicated my time to watch all of them like I should. That's probably the same thing with Marvel, because I like superhero stuff a lot, but I've never sat down and dedicated myself to like watch a lot of it. And the ones I have seen, I haven't liked a lot. Like, haven't seen, I've seen 4, 1, and 2, but it was so long ago that I don't remember either of them. I really liked for Ragnarok, even though Hela, like, she's a good villain because she's evil for the sake of being evil, and I like what that movie does with Loki, but she's not a strong villain. But it has a great message. I really like that movie. Love and Thunder made me angry with that ending because I forget who they get to play the villain in Love and Thunder. He's a big name actor, so I really should not forget. But that movie made me so angry because it has a lot of cool stuff. And I'm like, hey, instead of bringing this antagonist child who's already dead back to life, why don't you save your girlfriend? I know that's like a problematic question because you're waging a child's life over a person's, but my point is the child was already dead. His girlfriend was not. Like, it would make more sense for his character to say, this child is already gone. I'm gonna save the person who's here right now. Christian Bale. That's him. That's the guy. It's not a bad ending because of that. That's not the reason I don't like it, but I feel like, yeah, it just had a couple of issues, but it's a really fun movie. Don't get me wrong, it's a really fun movie. I've been watching a lot of stuff about the Marvel movies specifically. Like, Black Widow is one of the shittest written characters ever. Not in her own movie. Not that I've seen that or heard anything about it. But I mean, in that, she was just kind of the hot, sexy woman who maybe had a thing with Hulk. And then they went, okay, now we want to kill her, but she has no emotional stake with the audience. So let's speedrun that in Infinity War. Let's give her a character in Infinity War that she hasn't had before. And then let's kill her off at the end. Well, not at the end, but then let's kill her off to hurt the characters. That's a trope called fridging. It's objectively a bad trope. I don't like it. I do not like it. I hope they bring Quicksilver back because he died. He died. And I get why he died, because Quicksilver in like the comic universe, most of his stuff is with the X-Men, and Disney only recently acquired the rights to the X-Men, so they couldn't have done a lot with him. But God, guys, can you stop putting off? Can you just fucking kill Hawkeye already? They keep building it up, like, oh, this is a death flag for Hawkeye. He's gonna die. No, it's Quicksilver. This is a death flag for Hawkeye. No, Black Widow's dead. Like, can you not? Can you just not? It's just like when dealing with like comics specifically, there are so many writers and people that you can excuse bad writing in comics because a lot of stuff will happen. Movies, when they're all supposed to be a part of one universe, it gets a little bit more typical. I'm not going to talk about stuff that I have only listened to other people talk about, because that's where my opinions come from, because a lot of these things I haven't fully seen, but I like agree with the premise of like complaints about them, I guess is what I'm saying. I hope they did X-Men good. I love Deadpool. I have seen Deadpool, all of the Deadpools. Apart from like there was one like special that I don't think I saw. I don't remember what that one was. There was like a pink unicorn in the poster. I don't remember what it was. But I saw Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2, and Deadpool and Wolverine. And it's such a good movie. It's such a good movie. I think like the only there's not even a downside. They kind of swap villain midway through to up the stakes. And they kind of bullshit the end, but like it's in a way that I think is great, because it's like, this is Deadpool, you can get away with a lot in Deadpool. And it's nice and it's cute and the ending is happy, and they don't mess with the last Wolverine movie, which was Logan, which I'd say spoilers, but it's like a old movie at this point. Wolverine, aka Logan, dies at the end of Logan, and he is a part of Deadpool's universe, which means he's also dead in that universe. But they bring him back. It's not the same one, and that's all I will tell you, because I don't want to spoil the movie for you. Have arrived? Hello, Hyper, hello. The reason they killed Quicksilver is because the writers realized how broken speedsters can be. That is true. That's a problem CW Flash has, and their solution for it was just to add more speedsters, or to make all the villains speedsters, which that's actually a really interesting thing about superhero media. And this is another overly sarcastic production video that you guys can watch, and I highly recommend that you watch. I think it's the Empty Worlds one. I can't fully remember. It might be a different one. But in a lot of the movies, like, superheroes started off in comics as, we have an issue, we would like to invent somebody fictionally who could solve that issue. And a lot of those issues would be very small scale. Like, you've got your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man as the perfect example, and his whole thing is that he protects the little guys. Like, he helps people of New York, he'll save your cat from a tree, he'll hunt down, like, there's this really good part in the Spider-Man 2 Insomniac game where you play as Miles Morales, and there's this whole quest line of this this museum of like instruments, and it's like, I don't know how to phrase it. It's like influential artists, and that's spanning from like musical artists to dancers to all of these like different people of color throughout history, and it's a museum dedicated to them with their instruments in the game. And there's a whole plot about this like rich bitch who decides to like hire these guys to steal all the instruments, and it's a case that normal police probably wouldn't pick up or wouldn't have any hope of like solving, and you pick it up as Miles Morales and you solve it, and like you're helping out the little guy. And that's the whole point of superheroes, is these mundane everyday problems you solve, but they get pushed to the side for these cataclysmic like Age of Ultron, Civil War shit, where superheroes are only relevant when there is a big threat going on. And that is not the point of superheroes. And that's kind of why, like, that's a problem that they have in the Spider-Man, like, the modern Spider-Man movies, is that Peter Parker spends a lot of, I don't know which movie it is, it might be the first one. He spends a lot of that, like, trying to get in touch with Tony Stark and Happy, looking for, like, missions they can give him, when the point of being Spider-Man and why he presumably started being Spider-Man was to help the little guy and, like, you know, do friendly neighborhood stuff, but they kind of dropped that to the wayside, and then they had to reset him in the third movie. And The ending of that movie makes me so mad. I like that movie for the fact that it brings back Tobey Maguire and Tom and Andrew Garfield, because I know the Amazing Spider-Man movies aren't very good, but I love Andrew Garfield. I love his performance. I love him. I like to explain my type as an asexual woman is women and Andrew Garfield. That is my type. Do with Tony Stark. I love great Spider-Man. I really like the Amazing Spider-Man movies. A lot of people don't. A lot of people like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, apart from like the third movie, because they kind of dropped the ball with it a little by they did too much. They went, let's have Venom and Sandman and a third guy, I don't remember who, and that's just a bit too much for however long that movie is. Andrew Garfield is so good though. I love him. And they set it up like they could do a Amazing Spider-Man 3 that follows on from the Spider-Man No Way Home, and it would work because like he now is aware that he has a Mary Jane and he can go find her and not be sad about breaking Gwen Stacy's neck anymore. That shouldn't be like how someone fixes all their problems, obviously, is just get a new girlfriend, but you get the point I'm making. The point I was making initially, though, was that superhero movies just kind of like, they drop the ball in the sense that you shouldn't have to always have this next level threat for your heroes to solve. Superheroes were invented in comics to do the little things and also the big things, but the big things are mainly for like crossover events or arch nemesises, and then you'd have your like villain of the week stuff. That's also a thing in like the modern Sherlock, because Moriarty has like 2 stories in the original Sherlock books, but he's his arch nemesis in the TV show. It's like the sake of the books is obviously gonna be very different than like how a TV show is paced. That's just how those things work in translation. But yeah, the Marvel movie's kind of like, if there's not something big going on, we don't care. We're not doing anything ever. And that's something that like a lot of other movies I feel like can do better. That's one of the things, like in hindsight, I don't think I appreciated the new Batman with fucking the Twilight vampire guy. I don't think I appreciated that movie as much as I should have when it first released. Because they don't recap Batman's origin story, because that's unneeded. Like, I do like that movie franchises are being like, okay, we want to restart this franchise in cinema, but we're not going to retread the ground that everybody already knows. Like, everybody knows Batman became Batman because his parents died and all that stuff. So instead of like retreading it like that in the new Batman movie, they kind of go, okay, this is Batman learning what it means to be Batman. Like, he's a symbol of fear, and by the end, he is a symbol of hope. And it's so nice, and it's great, and that's like a much like better way to do it, which is interesting. I think the only thing I didn't like about that movie was like Catwoman. Not that I didn't like her, it was just that like there's this really awkward kiss between her and Batman near the end. And I just, maybe it's me being asexual, I just did not perceive Batman having any interest in her in that entire movie. And then she kisses him and I'm just like, this man just doesn't seem to care. He doesn't seem invested in you. He cares about you as a civilian and as a like potential ally and or enemy. But I don't think he likes you like that, girl. I don't think he likes you like that. Maybe it's just me being asexual, but I read the Batman of that movie as very asexual also. He's got bigger things to think about than romance. He's got a city to protect, and he doesn't know how to be Bruce Wayne. I will go off. I will go off about so many things, because I've just been watching so many different documentaries and things. I watched a really, really good like podcast-y thing about Batman Beyond. Like one of the animated shows, and it was really good. If you like Batman stuff, it's a really good case study on Batman, but specifically Bruce Wayne when he cannot be Batman and has to be Bruce Wayne. Because fun thing about him, about Bruce Wayne is the cover, Batman is who he really is. The inverse is true for Clark Kent. He was born and raised a Clark Kent. Superman is his job. It's his day job. It's not who he is. It's just what he has to be to save people. And they do like there's like a show, like a cartoon with Superman. I don't remember what it's called, but I've heard really good things about it, where they kind of go into that angle of it, of like Clark Kent has these great powers, but he is so terrified of anyone finding out that he has them because he doesn't want to be judged for them. And it's like, oh, I love this. I love going into the more psychological reasons of these people and these characters, because I love characters. I love characters. I love writing. This is just all going back into a circle of Jay is in a big writing mood and wants to do things. I've talked before about how I have like a book idea, but there's a lot of, not problems with it, but there's a lot of things that are stopping me from starting writing it. One of them is the setting, because it's meant to be set in a university, and I don't have any experience with universities because I haven't been to one. And I do have a lot of friends who are either in university or have finished university who I could definitely go to for advice, or I'm sure that there are a lot of like forums out there I could look into and be like, yo, question about university, answer me this, or just like searching through websites. But there's a lot to think about when you're making a story and making characters. My brain about it. I definitely will, Chris Chilzo. I definitely will. You and Charlie will probably be my go-to, because Charlie's just finished uni and like you're in uni, and I'm like, I need things. I need things for these. Right now I'm just trying to figure out the characters, because they went from, it's a trio of characters. They went from two of them being childhood friends, one of them meeting them in like high school, and then they went from that to just knowing each other in all of them knowing each other in high school or maybe college. And now I'm thinking maybe they all meet in university and don't have a pre-established relationship, because I think from a reader's perspective that's more interesting because we can build on it. That does mean one of the characters is gonna kind of get sort of slimmed down. Actually, ooh, I just had an idea. I'm happy now. I just had an idea. Well, because one of the characters, she was supposed to be like, she was a mean girl back in like high school, like not Regina George, but like her girlfriend was Regina George. I'm not kidding. But I was like, I can't really play out that storyline in the book and then have her also be friends with these guys. But maybe they don't start as friends at the beginning. Maybe they start as like friendly acquaintances turned kinda enemies turn friends. Maybe that's the tea. Maybe that's the angle that will get me what I'm wanting. That makes sense. Yeah. But there's just a lot of things to think about when you're writing a story from scratch. Especially like depending on the avenue of the story, because I don't want to talk about it a lot. I think Chris Chilzo has heard a little bit about it. But me and Mars have been working on a story, and it's mainly for fun. It's also kind of something that we would very much like to make one day, as like a show, but that's a very impossible goal at the moment. So I don't want to talk about it a lot, but I've had a lot of like really big brain moments for it recently that I've just ironed out the plot into what Mars keeps praising me for and saying is amazing writing, which I barely believe. Enemies to lovers to enemies. Okay. Here's one thing I'll tell you about my book. One thing you can know is the title of it. I'm gonna call it Devils in the Diploma. Literally, I came up with that sentence, that title, and everything else has come from that. That's literally it. It started with that, and that's why it's a little bit scuffed. Devils in the Diploma is what it's called. And it is kind of lovers to enemies, but they never quite make it to lovers. It's like, this girl has a crush on this guy, and then he gets her possessed by a demon, and then he turns out to be evil, and it's like, oh, you really know how to pick him. And that's one of the things. There is also enemies to lovers in it, though, with a completely different character, because I am a weak woman. Because I am a weak woman. Oh, don't forget Daily Draws, guys. It's very fun. It's very fun. But yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun with story crafting, and I am really looking forward to the end of Mithril, because we have a lot of really cool stuff written and planned for it. We've unfortunately not been able to do any work on it this week, really, because Mars is away and there's not a lot I can do right now that I haven't already done. So I've been working on my secret project. Okay, so there's an A and B plot. Yeah. And this is okay. I can't go into details about it. The enemies to lovers is slow burn. Which, if things go my way, will take place over the course of at least a 3-book series. And then there's like the main plot, which I'm not going to talk about at all because spoilers. Though being honest, if I do end up writing this book, which I would really love to do at some point, it probably won't be attached to this. Or, I mean, it could be. It could be attached to, like, my streaming stuff, or at least be a thing that I, like, advertise on stream. I would need a pen name, because I can't justifiably use Ace of J as a pen name, unfortunately. But a lot of authors that I see, like, some authors that I see just go by, like, initials at stuff, and then people refer to them by their last name. I've got a very unique last name. Well, maybe not very unique, but combined with my, oh, I messed that bit of glass up. Okay. Combined with my first name, it's a very unique name. So it would have to be something that I really consider. I don't think I would use my real last name on a book that I published. I think I would definitely, I'd stick with the J, and I'd get a different last name for the author, like, pen name, because that's a thing that a lot of authors do. I've seen like authors on TikTok show off their books and be like, oh, this book is under this pen name, but it's now, oh, I broke that glass, now it's being moved under this pen name, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting that you can do that. Wow. But I guess that's for, like, smaller trashy writers. That's rude. The person I'm thinking of from the TikTok I saw was writing smut books. Book talk brings you some strange things if you're on that side of TikTok. I don't know what any of those books are. I just read fantasy shit. But that's a thing apparently. I don't have enough glass. How do I not have enough glass? What the fuck? Okay, I'm angry now. But Jules or Giles? Giles is from fucking Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Love that guy. Love that show. Great show. Love my witch lesbians. Let's go. But no, I'd probably just do it like J initial, like, and then give a last name. You want witch talk? I like witchy stuff. Ooh, Mushroom Island. I guess I've reached a part of stream when I'm rubbing my nose furiously. Furiously. Thank you. Trying to drink my drink before it gets too late. Already almost been here for 2 hours. We're really just going to be streaming until I feel like going to sleep. I do have art stuff that I was like, I'm going to do more of that after stream because it's almost done, but I can't. It's too bad. I can't. I also, it's so frustrating. Okay. I've mentioned I have a secret project going on. I've mentioned that last stream. I might have mentioned it the stream before. I've mentioned it again today. It's so frustrating having a secret project when you can't tell anyone. Like, I have not told anyone. I've mentioned that it's a mithril thing. Nobody knows what it is. Not you guys, not Mars, not El Pon Fairy, nobody. Nobody knows what this thing is because I'm confident at this point. But before, when I started, I was like, I might not end up finishing this. So I won't share it in case I don't end up finishing it, because I feel like building up hype for something that will never exist is stupid. But now I'm almost halfway through it, and I've been working on it consistently every day for, I want to say, at least a week. The first couple bits were like a little bit whoa. Tea has been knocked over and spilled. Oh, that always happens. It happens in this British household. But nose scratching, itching. Ah, I just not touch it. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's because they didn't use glass on the fucking edges. That's why. They saved glass by not using it in places, and I used it in places because I'm stupid. I can just go mine that. I'm going to hydrate. I'm getting through my cider slowly but surely. Okay, well, we'll take these and we'll go back because I can fix this. Why? The video just like went back several paces and I don't know why. I don't know if I hit a button. So we're just gonna fly back and hopefully it will catch up by the time I fix the glass. But yeah, it's very frustrating having a secret project and being so proud of it because I did a part of it yesterday and I got it. Tina, you're noisy. I should probably let her out actually. Ooh, I'm a bad dog, mum. Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna do that in a second. Wait a minute. I want to land first, so we're gonna get to the farm area, and then I'm gonna pause for a minute. Oh, is she barking? She barking. I know you want to go outside. I'll let you outside. Ah. Oh gosh, she's gonna just keep going. We'll give me. I'm stressed. There she is. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. We'll go outside. Okay. Okay, you know what, we're gonna land here. Gonna land here. I will be right back. I will literally be 2 seconds, or not 2 seconds, but I'll be right back. I'm not gonna mute my mic. Okay, let's go, Peanut. Yeah. have just decided that I'm just gonna leave my back door open. It's fine, I'm sure. No one's gonna break in my windows. No one's gonna break in my house. I'm sure I'll be fine. Time for arson! Why are you committing arson? Why are you committing arson? No! Not without me! You can't commit arson without me! That's not fair! Because sharing is caring! Because sharing is caring, guys! Come on! Honestly, this should probably be enough. Yeah, that works. Okay. Arson! Hi, Lich! Hi! Welcome in, bestie. Welcome in. Oh yeah, I am gonna need this glass because I also need to do more on the top. You know, where's this? Wait, yeah, this is Lucky's move. Okay. Let's just mine this. Let's just mine this, and then we should be good. Hi, guys. Oh, look at you all. I love my mods, guys. I love these guys. How's everyone doing today? I don't remember if I asked that already, and if I did, it was probably at the start of stream. So let me know how you guys are. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I've been pretty relaxed. I've been pretty happy recently. The brain rot's been great. The brain rot has made me happy. I've been very inspired, and that's just a great vibe. I always expect this to not last. So I'm riding high while I can. We'll see how long it lasts. It's gonna be slightly annoying because of this. Closet hands in my pocket. And finally, but who counts in? And you're good. I'm glad you guys are doing pretty good. I'm glad you guys are doing good. So everyone you know is out to get you. My nose is itching so badly, and it's because I've been rubbing it. You know when you rub something too much and then it hurts because you've done that? I've just kind of done it to my nose because it's like mildly snotty, and I don't know why. It's probably the alcohol. It's probably the alcohol. Alcohol does some weird things to me. It gives me a snotty nose for some reason, apparently. I don't think that's TMI, actually. I think that's perfectly adequate information to share over stream chat. My nose hurts. It just happens on stream. Weird situations. Alcohol? Beanie! What? Hides the bottle. I feel like I've been caught by my parents. I feel like I'm 16 and doing something illegal. No, Beanie, avert your eyes. It's okay, I just have one cider. I just have one cider, and we're gonna ignore the many beers that are downstairs in my kitchen right now. I don't drink beer, so it's fine. I still don't have enough? What the fuck? Cider is yum yum. How you doing, Beanie? How you doing? I hope you're having a nice day, bestie. I miss you. I miss Beanie. Everyone you know is out to get you. I guess I can get rid of the corners, but I don't think getting rid of the corners... Oh, I can get rid of the corners and get rid of these. And it will look a little ugly. But I will sacrifice the appearance. Because I need the blocks. Currently cold, but you've got biscuits. You got biscuits? That's good. That's great. I'm glad you're doing good. Get yourself a blankie or a tea or a cocoa or something. Get toasty. Weather's been weird here today. Because it's been relatively sunny the past week. It's not been the hottest it could be, but it's been relatively sunny since last weekend. Today, rain. It's been raining at night, but today was just like a full rain this morning. And now, like, I mean, it got really sunny late in the evening, and now it's just kind of real, like, windy. I overshot that completely. Okay. There we go. Now it's just kind of windy, and I can feel it more because I left my downstairs, my back door open. But, you know, I'm sure this is fine. Social anxiety, and I want to be 100% certain, but did you say that I could DM you on Discord? Yes, I did, Esh. Esh, you get pretty privilege. I recognize you enough that you can open a DM with me on Discord privilege. Everybody else who commissions me, who doesn't already have DMs open with me on Discord, should go through Twitter. Esh, you get pretty privilege. Basically is what I'm saying. And my mods also get pretty privileged because I already have DMs open with them. Is sand scarce, or do you just not feel like you're getting getting any more? I just can't be freaking bothered, man. Dangerous, right? You have trust issues? Oh no, I have plenty of trust issues. Usually I wouldn't be fine leaving my door open. I've just kind of gotten used to it because my dad keeps doing it when it's warm. And I live in like a relatively secure neighborhood, so like I highly doubt anything bad is gonna happen before I go downstairs and close it. It is 9 o'clock at night. Thank you, Burger. Yeah, my commissions are open. I haven't posted about them in a while. I might post another thing about them this week, or just like repost my initial thing, or maybe I'll just post a new thing. Who knows? Who knows? But they are open. I'm kind of hyper focusing on a secret project right now, but between that and Mithril, I will try and get whatever people want to commission me done. It does cost money. I do charge prices that I know not everybody's going to be comfortable paying, but there are different tiers and different options. I do Minecraft skins for like, what, like £10, maybe less? I don't remember. So there's plenty of stuff. 4 PM for you right now. That's a time. That's a time. Can DMJ on Discord. So true. So true. That is the realest thing anyone has ever said. I'm just very cagey about giving out my Discord. Discord for me is like a step behind like phone number, I guess. Like Twitter is a social media platform, like anyone can access me on Twitter, and if people want to talk to me on Discord, they can talk to me in my Discord server. I will admit to not being super active there. You can just at me. No, don't be obnoxious about it, but if you desperately want to, that is a thing. But yeah, I prefer to keep my friend list minimal and my contacts small because I don't like people. Okay, this is the bit that is annoying because the person does some weird shit with observers and stuff, and in the thing they were like, oh, you just need one, and then they're not. They might actually say differently. They might say differently. The issue is I'm not listening with sound, so maybe that's my fault. Maybe that is my fault and not the maker of this video. Okay, but let's do this, and then it says to do this. Twitter post, so maybe worth a new one. I will do a new one. I still have all the graphics. It might be easier to find through the Discord, honestly, because there's probably been less announcements than there has been since like I initially posted that. Or there might be a command if you do ! Comms or commissions. That might just work. I don't remember. Yeah, there it is. Speaking of, there we go. It just takes you to my card and you can find all the information there, instead of on a Twitter post. Okay, and now I think all I need to do is set the minecart going, and then when it's day, this should work. So let's get the minecart. Here we go. Off it goes. And we'll just leave this a little bit ugly. The farm area doesn't need to be super pretty. I don't think we're gonna come here for a beauty pageant. We just are gonna come here because we need stuff, and that's why. So we'll just do that. I will let this finish growing. We have the night. We could always do... How much is 50 euros in dollars? I use British pounds on my thing, and I do think I have the conversions on all of the posts. If not, Google it, because I don't fucking know. Unfortunately. I know at one point I did include conversions for euros and dollars on my stuff, but I don't know if it's there anymore. Some of them might be rounded, I will admit that, but a lot of the time I round down. Because I am conscious of people's payloads. And now that I look at this, I realize I want to add something. Ah, I can't add that thing. Problematic. Actually, we can. We're just going to... I'm gonna do that. I would replace these with like glowstone or something, but I don't have any on me right now. So what we could do, kind of do, I mean, it's not quite a double test because I've been down here for a while already, but I guess we can do like a test to see if this is going to activate itself when we're in the crow's nest. So let's go up there just until morning, and I can show you guys the actual work that I did on it. Had someone offer you exposure as payment? I haven't had commissions open long enough for that to be a thing. I used to post videos on TikTok. I had like a series where I would find a small content creator, and it was sort of like a networking ploy at the same time. But I'd find a small content creator who I liked, and I'd be like, okay, I'm going to use my art skills and I'm going to make you a custom profile picture based on your stuff and your vibe. And I think I had a lot of people ask me to do them. There was only ever one person who asked, who I did draw. That was Tex. I don't remember his full username. I think it was like Tex69. Oh my god, thank you so much, Emity Nikumi for the raid. Hello everyone. Hello, my name is Jay, your local A streamer. Welcome to the hardcore world. We are currently camping in my crow's nest for a minute because we have just built that sugarcane farm. It works on a daylight sensor, so we're waiting for it to become day, and we want to see if it still functions fully whilst I'm AFKing up here, because Creeper Farm's down there, sugarcane farm and bamboo is down there. We're trying to automate rocket production in the most intense way possible right now. But thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? What were you up to? What were you doing? I hope you had a lovely day. We've been talking about a lot of stuff. We've been talking about also, thank you, VR Quacky, for the follow. I appreciate that so much. If you guys enjoy stream today, I hope you will consider joining Discord. Also, mods, can we? Oh, you already done the shout out? Yes, I love when my mods do that without me asking. There's a Discord in case anyone decides to join. Thank you so much, Squad Slave, for the follow. I apologize if I say anyone's names wrong. I'm very dyslexic, but I love you. It's the modern Minecraft. Oh, I love modern Minecraft. I love modern Minecraft. Modern Minecraft overwhelms me mildly because if there's like a really technical mod like Britannia, I get like whoa, or like Create, I get like whoa. But there's a lot of like stuff I do like. I really want to get back into playing Cobblemon because Cobblemon was so fun, especially BCG. That was so fun. You're a potato, yippee! But I hope you enjoyed that mod in Minecraft. Feel free to raid and run if you need to, or just like lurk and chill if you want. Whatever you're down for. Take a break after your stream. Take a break. I played Minecraft with guns. Technically, yes. I was a part of Your First Days at the start of the year, which was a 3-day Minecraft event roleplay server, which was zombie apocalypse themed and did have guns in it. Unfortunately, I don't think I ever got to hold a gun because I played day 1, came on day 2, and my PC blue screened and I died. And I could have come back. I was allowed to come back because it was a technical issue that got me killed, but I chose not to because my PC issues at the time. Here's the fun thing about my PC issues at the time. I cleaned my PC back in December. I dislodged my graphics card, and because it was slightly loose, it broke my PC. And I did not realize until I took it to some family friends to just slotted it back in, and it's been fine since. So, you know, my computer science diploma is doing me great. It's doing me great. I'm just better at the software side of things and the hardware side. Hardware's confusing. I'm just gonna finish my cider and, you know, forget about the embarrassment of that. It was very funny. It disrupted a lot of things. Music sounding jittery. Boop. It's fine my end. Huh. Does it sound jittery to anyone else, or is it just Burger? Please answer me, chat. Please answer me. Because I will try and remake the source if it is jittery for multiple people. Otherwise I'm not really sure what I can do because it is not doing anything for me. It's working perfectly fine for me. Sounds jittery to you too? Okay. Okay, let me mute that one. That should mean the music is completely stopped. And then we'll make a new one. That executable. Okay, where is that? That is here. We'll turn it down a bit for you guys. How is that? Is that any better? I'm adjusting the volume as well, so let me know if it's too loud or anything. Is that any better? Does that sound good? I'll go check the farm now that it's day. Same? Huh. That's really weird. That's a OBS thing. That's like an output problem. Okay, I'm gonna pause it my end. That's an output problem then. Okay. One other thing I can... My dog is apparently pissed off again. Fuck, that scared me. Okay, we'll try this. I'm trying it on the beta function. I'm gonna change the song as well because I won't Panic at Disco anymore. Sure, we'll go San Atlantic. That doesn't even seem to be outputting. Yeah, that's not even outputting. Okay. My own bones. Okay, try it there. No, that's not outputting. Okay. Minecraft's also jittery. Am I jittery? Is me jittery? Is me jittery? Am I jittery? I'm fine. That's weird. My OBS isn't updated. So thank you, Killshot, for the follow. Thank you so, so much. My OBS is not updated. If it's bearable, we'll keep going just for like a little bit. If it's bad, then I think we'll probably stop in a bit. If it's bearable, we'll just finish some stuff off. I'm taking a look at my stream preview on Twitch's end now. I don't have the audio on though, but look, it works! It worked! Well, it didn't push it while I was up there, but it did work. So I guess I'll have to test this more off stream. You're fine, it's good. Okay, okay, I'm gonna take that as we're good. We still might stop in like 40 minutes anyway. I will put this down to me not having updated my OBS before starting. Because that seems like as likely cause as anything if everything is fine my end and is not going fine in the output through Twitch. But yeah, the mission for the day is accomplished. So I guess what I can do is, we will do some extra embellishments on this because I think... Oh. I forgot that's a thing that's going to happen when I... Oh, there we go. We'll put some extra embellishments on this just to make it look a little bit nicer. I don't think I'll have enough deep slate. Yeah, I'm already out of deep slate. Make a sugarcane farm is most advanced redstone I can do. Yeah, I back up my tablet just brought because I went to the book. I fucking know so that's so fair. Sugarcane farms, I've made one back at my starter base, which is like all the way down here. I made a sugarcane farm there, which I built without a tutorial. I think that and redstone doors are the only things that I can do without a tutorial. But sugarcane farm is very little redstone. It's mainly a minecart track. The most advanced redstone is there's a little system here, which is really just, I think it's a comparator, and then below this block is a comparator, redstone on top, and then underneath here is a redstone torch. And what that does is when there's a hopper here, when the minecart hopper goes on top of it, it stops until it's emptied all of its stuff into the hopper below it, and then it continues on the track and just goes round and round and round and round, and it comes back, and when it realizes it has nothing to drop, it will go back up, and it will come back, and it will just keep doing that. Which is a very good system. I don't actually know if it's to do with it emptying its items. It might just be a timer system so that it leaves it enough time to empty its items, but it's cool, it's interesting. And then it's just, this one in particular just has an observer with daylight sensor, so it activates when the sun rises. I could probably, oh, it updates more than when the sun rises, apparently. I don't know how that works, actually. I don't know how that works at all. But it works, and that's what matters. Don't ask me about that top bit. Usually I would just put the observer, like, in front of a piece of sugarcane. Either one of them or all of that top row. But yeah, it's fun. How redstone will be when it changes. I think the snapshot that we have right now is not going to stay as it is. I think there is gonna be more changes made to it before whatever next update we get. I do think a redstone-centric update... Ooh, pardon me, I'm burping a lot. I do think a redstone-centric update could be very interesting. Because redstone is one of those things that, like, you can do so much of it as it is, but there are definitely some things that redstone in the community would really be interested in seeing. All of my redstone knowledge really comes from mumbo jumbo. Because I'm not a redstoner in the slightest. I dabble. On Mithril, which is the Minecraft roleplay server which I run, I have made many a redstone draw contraption. I have dabbled with command blocks as well, to try and do effects or teleportations for lore moments. Because that stuff's cool and interesting, but I'm definitely not a skilled individual when it comes to it. So, you know, Mamba made Dance Arts Revolution. I trust him with my life, you know. He's a cool guy. Hidden Staircase Door. Those are very cool. I actually might want to make one of those on Mithril at some point. And I can't say for what, but I want to make one of those on Mithril for something. And ooh, I'm excited. Okay. It's still morning. What are we gonna do? This is gonna like keep pumping and just like getting more and more stuff, which is delightful. It's wonderful. Very, very cutesy, very demure. That's gonna keep going so long as I'm here, which is definitely what I want, but I don't think we want to stay here this whole time. And the alternative thing I have to do is put this junk away. And now I kind of need a piss. So, you know what, we're gonna go B.O.B. for like 2 minutes so I can close my back door so I don't get, you know, broken into my house. And whilst I'm gone, chat, think of something for me to do. There are so many things we could do. There's like skeleton spawner, there's we could go mining, we could go exploring, we could do whatever you guys want. We can do whatever you guys want. I'll be back in a second, Estelle. Mwah! I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Girlie needs to go piss, girl. The house is secure. I'm no longer gonna get burgled. I'm no longer gonna get murdered. I nearly fell into my chair. That was bad. That was bad. Okay, I'm doing great. I'm doing good. My aunt got me these little Nutella mini wafers. I'm gonna eat one. They're very powdery because they keep breaking apart. I'm just gonna shove it all in my mouth. Ah. Delicious. Okay. Woo. Anybody with any idea what we should do for the last bits of this stream? I'm gonna pick up my shulker boxes. And we can probably leave... now and then. Yeah, I'm gonna try and keep up streaming weekly. I feel like right now that is a good pace for me to go at as I get back into the swing of things. So I can't guarantee a day because I also don't want to like interrupt my creative flow when I am working on things. But I will say that there is going to be at least one stream a week for the foreseeable future. More if I have specific things that I need to do, or like have to do stuff during the week. I want to make sure I always do something on a weekend. So streams will either be Friday, Saturdays, or Sundays, and you just kind of gotta wait for me to say on Twitter. But that's gonna be the vibe. That's gonna be the vibe for a while. So I get to watch you're happy, and I'm glad about that. I'm glad. I am. Oh, hello, friend. Hi, sir. Hi, sir. You having a good day? Good. You're having a good day. Okay. we will go drop these sugar boxes home. I don't want to organize them right now. What do you guys want to do? Because I've got about 30 more minutes, which isn't a lot of time to do stuff, given. I think next time we're here... oh god, my nose, you can hear it going shitty. I think next time we're here, since we're on the farm craze, we might have to rebuild the iron farm on top of this village, which will probably start with me lighting the place up, because this place is a death trap. But that middle section there is probably the perfect size and almost flat enough for me to just build it straight there. I just need enough villagers, so I need to count how many heads are in the village, and if there aren't enough, I'll need to set up a breeder. So maybe I'll do that next stream. Well, not next stream. Maybe I'll do that off stream. But the thing is, I haven't really been playing a lot of games off stream. I went through this massive phase just not playing anything. Have a nice look, Hyper. Have a nice look. I went through this massive phase just not playing games. I'm getting back into ZZZ. Because I really want Jane Doe. You do not understand how excited I am about that character. She's so pretty. But I really want her. And I've been figuring out how you build characters. I actually haven't been on today, so I might go on after stream, but I do have other stuff that I wanted to do, so maybe today will be a no ZZZ day. But I've been getting slowly back into that. I want to get back into Genshin because I haven't played it since like the Natalan stuff started coming out or like being announced. Same with Star Rail. I haven't played that in a long while. The Rat Queen do be very hot. Oh, she is so hot. As an asexual, she is so hot. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's very rare that I see a person or a character that I'm like, you're attractive. Jane Doe hits that box. She hits that box for me. She's like, ooh, I understand the appeal. It's so very rare for me. So it's very exciting when it does happen. I love the way characters are animated in that game. She's got so much sass. She's got so much energy. She got everything. She got everything you could want. And I need her. I need her. I didn't get Ellen when the game launched, and I was sad about that. And I'm kind of sad I'm going to be skipping over the robot policewoman who's on the banner right now, because I am guaranteed. But it's worth it for Jane Doe. It's worth it. Your favorite Nicole? I do play Nicole a lot. Right now, my most built characters is my Grace Howard, my Nicole, and my Ambi. Mainly because I was doing the I think I want to say level like the rank 2 ascension mission where you have to fight like 3 bosses in a row. I kind of didn't realize the discs were a thing for a bit because I got them the first time and then just kind of ignored them. So I've been leveling up their W engines and their levels and their skills and stuff, but it's been kind of a slow draw. So I've been focusing on those 3 because I started with those 3, and then I know I want to do Lucy just because I really like her baseball bat. I like her aesthetic. She's very fun. I'm just kind of building characters. The way I build characters in games is, are you pretty and are you an element that I need? And that's just what it's gonna go with. So like, if I get Jane Doe, she's physical. I'm probably gonna stop using Billy altogether, though I do like using Billy. Surprisingly, I use Corin a lot. I didn't think I liked her at first, but she's actually very good with her little pizza cutter. Horrorverse games last 3 months. That's fair. I had like a massive thing of stopping. I've actually stopped playing Wuthering Waves, which isn't a Horrorverse game, but I stopped playing it because I did not care about the story. I went on to test stuff for Skylar actually, because there'd been a new update and the lag issues have improved like majorly, which is very, very nice to see, I will admit. And a character who I remember really wanting was on the banner, but only for the next 23 hours. And there was no way I was going to be able to get her unless I spent money, because I just hadn't been playing. And there was like a new area, and I went around and I was looking, and I just kind of was really hit by, I like a lot of the character design in this game. I like a lot of the characters' personalities, and I like how they play. I like the intricacy of combat, even though it is a little bit complicated. Like I don't remember individually how I'm supposed to play each character when I swap to them, which is a little bit game breaking. I don't like how a lot of the stuff you need a gun character for. Like there should be a way I can use the magic people to shoot things and not need the gun people. It's an issue that Genshin had when they had so many fire torches and you kind of had to use Amber for them because she was the only fire archer at one point. So it meant you kind of had to use her, and a lot of people didn't like Amber at the start. It's kind of difficult. Tell you about how friends accuse you of cheating in Genshin? How the fuck do you cheat in Genshin? Do you like hack it? That's a bold claim. That's a bold fucking claim. But no, you never did tell me that, I don't believe. You never did tell me. But yeah, I just kind of realized I didn't care about the story. I liked the characters, but I did not know or care about the story. I don't think Wuthering Wave is very well written in like any capacity, actually. It's got like a couple of cool things. I like that it's got the like chaos faction people, and I like how it has I don't remember what their name is, the one that the little sheep girl is a part of, them who are canonically the reason for all the teleport points around the map. I like they've got these multiple factions, like, okay, the city central are kind of like the good guys, and then these guys are kind of neutral, and then these guys are like the evil guys. And I like how they have these like differing factions of alignments and stuff, but it's also a linear story game. Encore, yes, I actually have her in the game. She's one of the first five. She's the first 5-star that I got, and she was the one that I wanted. And then when you got to do the free 5-star, when they gave you a free 5-star, I got the plant girly. And then I also have Sephiroth, who I did not want. I lost my 50-50 to Yelan or whatever the red-headed girl was in phase 2, who I really, really liked. I did her mission recently, and I think that was part of the reason that made me think, I love this character, she's so cool, ooh, she's doing an evil thing, oh no, she's good now. I was not reading the dialogue. The skip button that it has it made me just use it. I used it constantly, so I just did not care about the story, and I was like, do I really want to sink my time into something that I just do not care about? Because as much as I'll gripe on Genshin a lot, Genshin has some of the best and most intricate lore of any game world I've seen. And it's sad because a lot of it is hidden behind like books and stuff. But I'll find the lore channel that I watched Genshin videos for. Give me a second. This shouldn't be hard to find on my list of people, because I remember their profile pretty vividly. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find them. Aishikai, which is Ashikai. They do a lot of cool theory videos. They do a lot of lore catch-up videos. So every update of Genshin, they tell you all the juicy bits that have happened, and they will theorize on future stuff. And it's all very good, all very interesting, all very mindful, all very demure, cutesy. Yeah, Yilin, she is cool. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Sumeru made me stop playing Genshin because it is so long, and the map is so big, and the desert is so mind-numbing. I have collected every Dendroculus in the rainforest, and I only have the desert left, and I do not want to do it. Fontaine is good though. Like, Fontaine is peak storytelling. It's worth sitting through Sumeru to get to Fontaine. I will tell you that. No idea about Natlan. I don't really like the Archon. Like, she's got this biker girl vibe, but that's not what I was really, like, expecting or looking for. I guess her domain is war, and that she's very cool. I like her, but she doesn't feel like she fits with everything else in the game. Maybe they do better in the actual thing. I've seen a cutscene or two. She looks very cool. I don't care about her a lot, which is probably why I haven't picked up the game again and started playing. Like, Farina was such a high point. She's such an intriguing Archon for her story and her character, and how, like, Masquerade of the Guilty is just so peak. And the Fontaine, like, aesthetic and characters are all just, like, my favorite thing. Like, I have a Genshin OC, who is named Aurora de Boreal. She is inspired by the Aurora Borealis. She is a Fontaine ballerina, who is very demure, actually, very cutesy. But she lived her life on the streets, and then her dad got arrested, and she got adopted by this ballerina and kind of trained from a young age to be this perfect ballerina. But she's been on both sides of, like, of poverty, of, like, the income scale of being impoverished and being super wealthy, and she doesn't fit in with anybody, and she's like, ooh, cryo character, deep shit. And then my friend Maz also has a Fontaine Genshin OC. It's just a really interesting region, and I like all of the things about it. It's so fun. Mondstadt has too little going on for me to really attach to it. I love a lot of the characters, but the region itself I just kind of tune out of. Inazuma and, like, Liyue is great, Inazuma is great, Sumeru is great, but I prefer to just look around the academia and do, like, the side content for it. Not actually the side content for it. I like doing the hangouts. I like Lila's hangout. I like that stuff. I like Hat Guy. They're like wondering if I feel like dealing with him. That's fair. I feel like they somewhat fumbled the bag on that. I feel like people really wanted Scaramouche Electro playable. And I think dealing with, like, it's not time travel, but erasing oneself from existence. I had, like, a friend or two who didn't like the Sumeru storyline because of the samsara and you getting stuck in the dream, because it borderlines on, like, not disassociation, but, like, close enough. I don't remember the exact thing that their complaint was, but you didn't like him from the start. You know what, that's fair. I'd say it's worth it. The boss fight is kind of annoying, but it is a good boss fight. It's very great cutscenes and that sort of stuff. But it's not a cup of tea, not your cup of tea. I want to go back to Star Rail because the Penacony I haven't finished, and I did really like Penacony. Last time I logged into Star Rail, it was to get Jade because I really wanted Jade, and then I got Jade, and then I have not played since I got Jade. I have no idea what has been going on in that game, other than I think the new March Imaginary is out, and there's that one character who's voiced by the same person who voices Navia in Genshin, Boot Hill's VA's wife. She's in it now, and she's cool. He's so boring, like Sasuke. I haven't watched Naruto, so I can't argue with that. I don't know anything about Sasuke, other than Naruto screams his name. But yeah, you know, anime, speaking of anime, since I just seem to be running around talking at this moment, so you can just enjoy me bouncing. Speaking of anime, I really want to watch Soul Eater again. Like, really. Me and Mars sit down and watch shows together a lot, and I really struggle to watch shows by myself. Like, I still have not started season 5 of My Hero Academia because I'm just bad. I'm bad at doing it. I'm a lot better at watching shows when I'm watching them with a person. So me and Mars are watching The Dragon Prince together right now, and I want to say we're on, like, episode 4 of season 1 we finished, and I know there's 9 episodes in the season, so we're very early on. Haven't finished season 1 yet. We will eventually, and I know there's like 6 seasons of it, I think. He's like nothing but seeking revenge. I swear it's his whole goddamn personality. That's annoying. You like that's very annoying. This goes back to like my whole thing about writing. You gotta have dimensional characters. Like if a character is seeking revenge, there's gonna be a reason why, and there's gonna be a payoff for that. Like either they accomplish that revenge or they don't. And if they don't accomplish that revenge, then there's gotta be substantial payoff for it. Like I could talk about Lego Monkey Kid here, but I'm not gonna talk about Lego Monkey Kid here because it's kind of spoilers. And if we're gonna watch it in the Discord tomorrow, even though it's not in the first special that we're gonna watch, I would rather keep my Monkey Kid thoughts to myself until I've watched a whole show of the Discord at least. But if you haven't seen Lego Monkey Kid, I recommend it. It is a kid show, and I am hyping up the writing a little bit for what it actually is. But the beauty of Lego Monkey Kid is you can read into it. And the animators in the first 4 seasons, at least, put a lot of effort into making a lot of like subtext that you can read into little character movements. Or they will show you things which only will get brought up like once, but they're actually pretty important to individual characters. They just don't have enough time to really explore stuff is the main issue because it is a kid show. But it's great. It's good. I love it. I could talk about it forever. I'm trying to think of another character in media whose whole thing was like revenge. Think of Hydrate Ash. And was handled well, but I can't think of one off the top of my head, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, there is Wandering Quicksilver in Age of Ultron, but I wouldn't say that's great because Quicksilver dies. And they kind of like, they want revenge against Tony and then they realize Tony's actually trying to be a better person. And then they fight on the Avengers side instead of Ultron's side, and that's about it. And I don't think Wanda ever reconciles with Tony after that. Or I don't know if they talk again. Xenoblade One shockingly. I need to look into Xenoblade. It's one of those, like, things I have cursory knowledge of, but have never gone into. Could be interesting, could be fun. But yeah, I want to watch Soul Eater again because last time I tried to watch it, it was like 2 years ago. I tried to watch it with some old friends of mine who I'm no longer friends with, so you can understand why I stopped. I want to say we got like 4 episodes in before we stopped watching. And so those 4 first episodes are the ones that come to my mind when I think of the show. And they are so good because they spend 3 episodes introducing the 3 main character groups, because Soul Eater, everyone has a partner because one is the weapon and the other one is the person wielding that weapon. And yes, people can transform into weapons at the point of the show. And it shows how different they are and why they work together and how they complement each other with their vastly disparate personalities. And it's great. And then episode 4 puts them all together and establishes their relationships as like a whole group. And we don't see them as a whole group a whole lot, because that's a lot of characters. That's me trying to count quickly in my head. Jesus Christ, that does not work. 7. That's 7 whole characters. But when we do see them, it's cute because each one of the characters has a dynamic with a different character, and we don't always get to see that. But it's cute that they exist because I like well-written character dynamics. And I really want to watch the show. I'm gonna sit down with Mars at some point and watch it after the Dragon Prince, I'm sure. And it'll be a cute time. It'll be a very, very cute time. Ugh. If I'm gonna run around, I might as well do it at the sugarcane place, but I also don't want to fly back there. And we're probably gonna end in a bit anyway, so it's fine. It's good. I'm gonna try and think of stuff that's gonna be going on recently, because the thing with Mithril is we're in a little bit of an issue area where I know everything with Mithril is I know what's going to be happening and what the next step is, but we can't quite do that yet. So I think the next lore stream, or well, the next lore, which is going to be Chilzo and Charlie related for Mithril, which I'll tell you that for free. Might be next weekend, but that depends on the two of them, and I do not know. I have not checked their chat to see what their responses have been to the idea and to the plan. There are still some things to finish up. And then after that is a me thing. But I need a cinematic for that me thing, and it's not one that has any work done on it or that is planned. So I need to get that done first. That could have been my death right down there. Charlie stream, hopefully. It might end up just being a Chilzo video. Depending on if Charlie decides to stream it or not, because I'm gonna give Charlie the option, because Charlie's not really a streamer. Charlie streams when Charlie has Mithril lore to do. And some extra times between that. Yeah, but most likely Charlie stream. If not Charlie stream, Chilzo YouTube video, which will be entertaining regardless. That is what is supposed to happen next. And then the thing after that is going to take a little bit of extra work and effort and planning. With harder game lore without any... You're so based. That's like me with fucking Zelda or Five Nights at Freddy's. I've played like 2 Zelda games, that being Breath of the Wild and Majora's Mask. Not played any Five Nights at Freddy's. I know too much about the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. I know too much about Legend of Zelda lore. I know too much about these games I never played. I know too much about fucking God of War. I never played a God of War game in my life. Know too much about it though. Know far too much about it. But yeah, that's the Mithril scope right now. There's a lot of stuff that we want to happen and a lot of stuff that we just can't really get to happen. Because of things. But hopefully the plan is something within the next 2 weeks, and then we'll go from there. Because I've got a lot of editing that I need to do, and then I've got a lot of things I need to work towards. But yeah, that's kind of the premise going right now. Oh, I'm glad I can make your night better. I'm glad I could help you guys out. It makes me very happy that people enjoy watching my silly little streams, especially considering that I'm not doing them a lot anymore and that I don't really I'm not putting a lot of work into this content creator thing because it's just kind of a I'm doing this for fun kind of moment for me now, which is what it always kind of was, but it kind of drifted from that into I need to work, I need to get the views, and when I'm such a little baby small guy, I think that's not really something I can achieve super easily. So right now, with how my life is, it just is a lot nicer to do things at a slower pace, and so I'm gonna have fun with that. One day, when I've moved out or are comfortably in a job that does not make me burn out instantly, I'll probably pick up the Slack, stream more, get back into TikTok. I want to do YouTube videos real badly, but that feels like a little extra work. But it definitely would be worth it if I did it. I want to put this wood away. I don't know why it's in my inventory. Hive. Bye. There we go. So you'll move these up. There we go. But yeah, I'm just glad people still come and enjoy it. And that's the vibe we're working on. I'm really mad that this is broken. I'm not even gonna lie. It makes me having to rebuild it more justifiable, especially given that my fucking villager breeder is empty because the bitches, they got eaten. They got hit by lightning and died So, like, it makes it a lot more justifiable that I have to redo it now, but I'm no less angry about it. But I guess I'll be setting up a villager breeder over at the village up here. I'll probably do that up this side and then put the news iron farm over here. And this is gonna be like a big central farm area, whatever farms I think would work well. I should probably get like a general mob farm or something over here if I can. At some point I'm definitely gonna want to make it like a ghast farm. There's like guardian places, so I can do guardian farms. There's so many guardian places. I'll probably take this one because it's at the very tip, or maybe this one because it's kind of like cute central to the big lush island. And hopefully by the time I decide to do proper villager stuff, I'll probably take 2 villagers from here over to here and start work on things, because I want to make a cute little village. I want to make a village and I want it to be cutesy, but I'm probably going to moss this entire island first. But first we're going to build on this island because I want to have a house. I want to have a house down here. And once we rebuild the iron farm, that's probably going to be what we do next after the iron farm, is set up my new house and then make a way into this new skeleton spawner and like, you know, sort all of this stuff out. One of your mushroom islands have Ash written in waypoints. Yes, that one is down here. The waypoints are gone because of when I updated versions, I lost all my waypoints. So the Ash sign is unfortunately gone. But I don't plan to do anything with this island. So maybe we'll just write your name there, who knows? Maybe we'll just like put hidden graffiti on my big map in this world, and it will be really funny and it will be really silly. And then we can fly by and be like, oh look, it's Ash. That would be funny. But yeah, we're gonna completely abandon this place at some point. I remember when this was like a whole village and I decimated it and I was like, look guys, home. Now we're gonna abandon it because I don't like it anymore. One in the ice ocean. It was this one. I think it was this one. Oh no, it's down here! Yeah, you're right! Oh my god, it's you! I low-key forgot. We spawned down here. A spawn is like here, like by this abandoned village, and we traveled so far. I forgot down here existed. I keep focusing up this way because I'm moving up this way, and then the fucking cherry biome I found was all the way down here and it's so small. I need another one of those. I've explored so much of this map now. I need to update so that I can get so that I can get more. I can get like the trial chambers once I update. That's the problem with Minecraft, is it's gonna keep updating and new things are gonna get added, and then the world's just not gonna be able to keep up. It's not gonna be able to keep up. I don't know how Fizzer now Fizzermizer does it. I don't know how Fizzer Minecraft does it, honestly. He's a madman. That's how he does it. That's how he does it. He's a madman. We love Fizzer Minecraft in this household, though. He's pretty cool. He's pretty nice. He's pretty chill. Ooh, I'm rambling. I'm losing steam and I'm rambling because my objective has been taken from me and I don't want to organize my chests right now. So I'm not going to. I'm probably going to... I own that mushroom. You know what? Yeah, you can own... This is your mushroom island now, Ash. This is yours. You own it now. That's yours. No, if I get to a point in this world where I have everything that I need, all of the farms, all of the stuff, I will just pull I cannot pronounce his name today. I will just pull a Fizzer Minecraft and start building my own lore. Because I'm really like attached with equating the post-apocalyptic vibe of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild with Minecraft, because I feel like that's like a pretty one-to-one ratio. I think there's been a game theory about that. Because there's all these like, aside from the villagers, there's all these like ruined structures and things existing in the world, and it's like, what if you, the player, are the last known being of civilization after like a post-apocalyptic event, and Minecraft is just, it's just like the world after some like horrible extinction. It doesn't quite make sense aside from the ruins littered about, and then the villagers, they're different than players, so I don't know if that really makes a lot of sense either, but I'll make lore for it. I'll make lore for it. No one can stop me. No one can stop me, and then it can be a little project. I was gonna do another, like, build world lore project in creative mode that I was gonna have fun with, and I do kind of still want to do that. I have a whole mod pack for it, and like a seed that I grabbed. But I think my thing with that is I don't want to get burnt out. I don't want to, like, sit and build and then give up on it, which is what unfortunately tends to happen with really big build projects that I do, is I'll either burn out or I'll run out of things to do. And, like, that is a little bit disheartening sometimes. But I feel like in a survival where I have to work for everything that I build, it kind of mitigates that, especially since I don't really come on this world very often when I'm not streaming. Like, I come on to, like, AFK. And the more farms I get, the more I come on and I will do that. But yeah, I'm just speaking my thoughts. We've been here for 3 hours now. I think that's good enough, especially because my nose and my throat are going a bit funny. So I think we're gonna call that there for today. Don't go yet, because I'm gonna see if there is anybody who I can raid. Anybody who I feel like gracing with my presence. There's a few people. There's a few people doing stuff. Not a lot of people doing Minecraft. There is one person doing Block Wars, but I don't know what Block Wars is. Do you guys want to raid Seribot? Do you guys want to raid Seribot, the best Twitch bot that exists? That would just kind of mean disperse, but, like, I don't even know if they have raids on. We might just end it. We might just end it because I don't see anybody who I can really easily raid who you guys will get to do stuff with. So yeah, we'll just end it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please join the Discord if you are interested, if you would like to stream today. I think we will do a little movie night in the Discord tomorrow, watching the first special, A Hero Is Born, of Lego Monkey Kid, because I like that special. It's 40 minutes. I will probably spend 20 minutes afterwards just talking about all of the cute stuff about it and its links to Journey to the West and all of that fun little nerdy shit. So if you want to learn about a mythology and watch a cool, fun Lego show with me, not gonna guarantee that tomorrow, but I am intending, now that I've said it, to do it tomorrow. So if you're interested, join the Discord. I will announce tomorrow morning if that is still happening or not. And if I don't see you then I'll see you sometime the end of next week. But yeah, I love you guys. Bye! Bye 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 bye.